Good afternoon. If you're in the United States in the Eastern Time, good evening. If you're in Africa and the rest of the world, hope, to believe, to desire, to trust, a state of optimism, hope that a positive outcome will happen. Hope is medicinal. The audacity of hope. The Daffeh brand present to you the Hope Collection. Great influencers, powerhouses, humanitarians, a conversation about lifestyle, a conversation about beauty, a conversation about fashion, about wellness, a conversation with humanitarian. We present to you, the Daffeh presents to you the Hope Collection. I also present to you our amazing, wonderful, able moderator, Dr. Margaret Ellis, a writer, a coach, a marriage counselor, a coach for youth empowerment, a coach to help women and young people find their purpose. I present to you our abled, our anointed, our beautiful, our powerhouse, our moderator, Dr. Margaret.
Thank you, Ajikumba. That is so kind of you. Welcome all viewers from around the globe. Welcome. This is the Daffeh Hope Collection launching. Daffeh brand is launching the Hope Collection today. Many people are aware of the Daffeh brand. Many people are ambassadors around the world. And today we will get to learn about the personality behind the brand, the vision behind the brand, the purpose behind the brand, and what this brand is doing globally, not just for individuals, but even communities. Welcome. You are in the right place. If you are tuned in, you are in the right place. Fasten your seatbelt, get ready, because we are going to put up a beautiful show for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for being here, and we are ready to get started. To kick us off, we have a young lady in the house. My goodness, when I looked at this young lady's profile, we would not even have time to go through all of her accomplishments at a very young age. I'm telling you, between the youth forum yesterday and the event today, I feel like I need to grow younger quicker, because these young people are challenging me in all kind of ways, and I know they are challenging you too, but challenging us in good ways, challenging us to be better, challenging us to rise above the limitations. So today we are going to have Mariam Fall in the house to open up this program for us. And Mariam was born in Colorado to Gambian parents. Mom and dad are both Gambians. For those of you viewers who are not, those of our guests here who are not familiar with the Gambia is the smallest country in West Africa. And that's where Daffeh, who is the brand ambassador, who is the name behind the Daffeh brand, that's where she's from. And this Mariam plays the guitar. She loves to act and to dance. She's a singer, and she has had several performances at the Denver Center of Performing Arts. We are ready to welcome Mariam to the floor. Nadia, is Mariam ready?
Hello.
I want all of you viewers from wherever you're watching from, I want you to help me to welcome this phenomenal young lady, this young lady that is challenging me to rise above the limits. Mariam, you are welcome. You are welcome, Mariam. I understand you have a beautiful song that you want to perform. We are all ears, Mariam. The floor is yours. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay. I'm good.
Great.
Today I will be singing All of Me by John Legend. And then I will do a little introduction of myself. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I'll give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you cry and you're beautiful too, the world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I'll give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you. Oh, cards on the table, we're both folding hearts, risking it all, though it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you, loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I'll give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh, I give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh.
All right. Hold on, lady. Hold on, young lady. Hold on. Wherever you are from around the globe, I want you to give this young lady a thumbs up. I want to give her a shout out. I want to send her some love, some hearts, whatever, send it to her. Mariam, how old are you?
I'm 15.
50, Mariam, at 15, I can't even tell you what I was doing. 15 years old. And Mariam, you're already dancing, you are singing, you are performing in big theaters on big stages. You are acting. You know how to play the guitar. You know how to play the keyboard. Mariam, what do you not do?
Oh, thank you.
A lot. I love it. Mariam, you are 15. You are beautiful inside and out.
Thank
Your
you.
voice is sweet. I love everything about you. And I want us to talk a little bit before you go. What
Yeah.
is what inspired you, Mariam, to get started in this industry? I know I'm curious, and I know many people are.
So what inspired me to get into arts was, well, I have been taking classes at the Denver Center for Performing Arts since I was 3 years old. And I've always had a passion for music and dancing. And I've always been a very outgoing person. I love to socialize and talk and meet new people. So one day my mom, she came home and she was like, there's this place that they have for kids of the arts. And I was like, oh, I would really love to do that. So
Mhm.
she signed me up and I have been there since I was 3 years old.
You know what, Mariam? I was just blown away by the fact that you're 15 and doing everything. Now you're telling me this started when you were 3 years old. I think when I was three, maybe maybe my mom was still carrying me on her back. I don't know because I was growing up in the Gambia, and you know, who knows? Maybe I was eating. Maybe I was running around with no shirt on, you know, and at three, you were already in the theater learning something, building a career, building a future. Kudos to your parents and kudos to you, young lady. So who are your greatest supporters?
My parents' supporters. Well, I have a very supportive family in general. So whatever I do, my family just supports me. And, they watch all my videos of my performances and they all congratulate me. So I have an amazing support system.
All right. So Mariam, there are many young people watching you. They have talent they really want to explore and unleash
Mm-hmm.
the gifts inside of them, but they need support, they need encouragement, they need someone to tell them, I believe in you. What
Mm-hmm.
kind of encouragement do you have for those young people out there who have so much in them that they are ready to unleash, but they need someone to hold their hand?
My advice for the young people out there would be to just, because sometimes people overthink things, and I would suggest to not do that. You just need to go for it, because if you overthink things, then your mindset will hold you back from doing them. And I also believe that if you truly have like a passion and you believe that this is what you really want to do, then you should just go for it and continue to live your dreams.
Mhm. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Mariam, thank you so much for gracing this occasion. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your performance. Young lady, keep doing what you're doing. You are an inspiration to the young, the old, and the middle age. I'm telling you,
Okay.
other people out there today, you are making us go back and think about 3 years and 15 years old, what we were doing. Kudos to you. We are so proud of you. Say hi to your parents. Tell your parents we love them and we
Okay.
thank them for supporting you. And we want them to get out there and start telling their story to other parents who are still holding their children captive and holding them hostage and not allowing them to explore the gifts that they have. Tell your parents they need to step out there and they need to speak and they need to talk about their journey, their story, and where you are going. Thank you so much, Mariam. We love you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I'm telling you, Ajidafe brand is not just about clothing. It's not just about looking beautiful on the outside. The Ajidafe brand brings the best out of people. And this is what this forum is about today. The forum is about bringing the best out of people. We see people, we interact with them, but sometimes we just don't know what people carry. Sometimes we just don't value the gift that people are to humanity. And that's what this platform is all about today. We'll talk about health, we'll address beauty, both on the outside and inside. We'll talk about fashion, we'll talk about wellness and lifestyle, because Aji Daffeh, if you know her, Ajinde Daffeh, this is what she's all about. This is Aji Daffeh. This is who she is, and who she is what she brings to the brand, is what she brings to the table. Oh, so I'm very excited. And if you are here, you are in the right room. Thank you for joining. There are perks that will be announced later on, so stick around, viewers. Don't go anywhere. But we are ready to unveil the first panel for today. The first panel for today, we have some dynamic speakers, some dynamic panelists. These people have traveled the globe. They They have been up and down in the four corners of the world. They have been they have touched many continents. The work that they are doing is not only for a community. These people are touching nations. They are touching the world. I mean, they are impacting continents. I'm telling you, I am so thrilled. I'm so honored to have to meet all these beautiful people and to chat with them today. So we'll begin with the fashion industry. And for that industry, we have Halil Sise and Mariam Gai. And Halil Sise and Mariam Gai are going to be our speakers from the fashion industry. Mariam and Halil, welcome to the panel. And I'll begin with you, Halil.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Great, thank you. Halil, I'll begin with you. Halil, when I saw your profile, it says that you are a fashion curator. And the first thing I asked was, what in the world? What is that? But you are a fashion curator. You are an advisor, Halil, to actors of the fashion industry. And you are good. And you are making headway in creating a network of fashion bloggers in Senegal. And we are so thrilled to have you on the platform today, Halil. So let me ask you, Halil, you are a solid fashion curator. You are solid in the industry. What does a fashion curator like yourself do? Help us understand what you do.
So first of all, thank you for having me, and I'm honored to be a part of this panel. And thank you to IG, thank you Dr. Margaret, Naja, and everybody. So I welcome in the same place all the viewers, and like you said, um, I'm a fashion curator, and then traditionally, fashion the main work of a fashion curator is that bringing history for brands around where he is. So then, uh, I'm a content creator, and
Mm-hmm.
then in this content creator, you the fashion creator have to know about the history of the brand, uh, where did it start and where is it now. So then that's the main thing the fashion creator is doing. But in the side, I'm adding that, making events, connecting people, and yes, every day giving a content of what is being doing in Dakar or Gambia or wherever in Africa globally. So that's what I'm doing, and
Great.
and that is what does it mean being a fashion curator.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Halil. You have helped me to put this work that you do into perspective, and I'm sure many people appreciate it out there. Halil, it sounds like from what you're sharing with us, it sounds like you have your footprints in different industries. You're not only in one area, you bring people together. You allow people to come together and network. You bring stories of people and culture alive in what you do. And so, Halil, what evolution do you see happening in industries that you are touching?
Mm, Many things, and positive things too,
Great.
because uh, when I first started, I was going in the stores, in the brand stores, discussing with people, knowing what's the photographer need to do for the designer, what
Mhm.
what what every piece of this ecosystem have to do to build something great.
Mm.
And then it grows up, it comes step by step, and now, yes, we have a little community. It's not going out like we want it to be, but yes, we are doing steps to go further, to go forward.
Great. Thank you so much, Halil. No, Halil, you are in Senegal. That's
Yeah.
where you're born and raised. And today, in your line of work, you're bringing a lot of people together. You are bringing culture alive. You are connecting Gambians and Senegalese and other people from different parts of Africa together. And Halle, you have a tagline, local attitude. And when
Yeah,
I saw that, I was like, okay, local attitude. Can you tell us what you
yeah.
mean by that?
It's my lifestyle. That's what we're supposed to do every day.
Uh-huh.
Being an African and living like an African,
Right.
living by African. You know, I was thinking yesterday, I was saying to myself, okay, uh, after the Black Lives Matter, people start buying, promoting black businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what we had to do before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way of life. We don't, we have all we need to, to promote ourselves. And then local attitude is like wearing everyday Africa, eating Africa. I mean, we cannot drive now Africa, but that's what that's the energy I want to bring to my community, to my people, to know that we have everything to live from ourselves, to live by ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's local attitude.
Thank
It's a
you
way
so
of
much.
life. It's lifestyle.
Yes. Thank you so much, Halil. We have heard you loud and clear. Your message is clear. You believe in Africa. You believe in
Yeah,
the continent. You believe in
absolutely.
the value that the continent offers to this whole world. You believe that we have a lot to offer. And you want Africans and even people globally, not just Africans, to embrace Africa and what it offers, to embrace our products, to embrace what we have to serve to the world. We have heard you. Thank you so much for teaching us this, and thank you so much for going around and bringing people together and teaching them to value where they are from and to value the continent. We really appreciate
Mm,
it. Thank you, Halil, for being part of this panel today. Thank you.
my my pleasure.
Mariam, you are on. Mariam Guy. My goodness. I'm telling you, people, if you're
Hello.
you are in for the best for the best treat. You are in for the best treat. Mariam, you are born and raised in Senegal, and you have traveled the world. You have lived in France, you have lived in San Francisco, you lived in Canada. Where have you not been? You have been everywhere. And today you are the co-founder of Nene Yaya. And this line of business, this you focus on luxury handbags and accessories and a whole lot more that I cannot speak to, but I'll give you the platform to tell us about your business. So you are a business owner in Senegal, but you've been to many parts of the world. So your product has a global market, and for accessories, for handbags, for shoes, and much more. So, Mariam, tell us, how does accessories, handbags, shoes, and everything you carry in your business, in your store, how does it bring an outfit to life?
Um, you know, First of all, I'm really happy to be with you all, to be part of this panel of talented and beautiful people, smart people. Thank you very much, Aji, for the invitation. Accessories bring life to every outfit. I know, especially shoes and bags.
Mhm.
Every woman and man need a good pair of shoes and good bags to complement their outfit. And that's why we're in the business. My sister, Nina, my partner,
Mhm.
uh, has always she always loved fine things, especially luxury leather goods. Since we were a kid, at 11 or 12 years old, whenever my parents give us money to go buy clothes, instead of buying a whole bunch of clothes, she would always come back with just a pair of shoes and one nice bag, and that's it. At the early age, she knew that that was what makes an outfit comes alive. So and really, this is her baby, but we partner in everything in life. That she's my business partner in everything. So, but I would say Ninaya is really her baby.
Great. Thank you. So you learned from your sister.
Yes.
She taught you the value of carrying a beautiful, fashionable handbag and beautiful accessories to complement your outfit. You learned it from her, and now you're business partners and you are doing great. You are marketing globally and you are making women and all of your clients look beautiful globally. So, Mariam, I'm just very curious. In a time when spending has decreased due to the pandemic, we are all affected. What strategy are you applying to position your brand locally? And
Um,
and even globally, what strategy are you applying to position your brand and increase sales or maintain sales?
yes, that was the problem with this COVID-19.
Hmm.
But since a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, we changed our marketing strategy. When we first started, we used to do everything ourselves, the marketing, the branding. As we growing, we knew that we couldn't do everything ourselves, so we hired PR specialists. How do you say? Um, Network specialists, specialists for Facebook, Instagram, for all those social medias. They help us really a lot to market our brand. And I can say that with COVID-19, it really didn't touch us because of our positioning.
Hmm.
We are middle to upper class. So even with COVID-19, they were like, this world is so uncertain. we wanna buy bags so that at least we can see good. We wanna spend our money somewhere somehow because we might be dying tomorrow. So thank God COVID-19 hasn't really touched us really because we already because of our positioning.
Great. Thank you, Mariam. And I believe that the reason people still want to invest in you and invest in your brand, invest in your business is because you carry a quality and it's something they love. It makes them feel good amid the pandemic. Who would not feel good looking good in a beautiful outfit, especially if it's an Ajidafe brand? and then
Uh-huh.
and then you complement it with a purse and accessories and shoes that just make you feel so good on the inside. Thank you so much, Mariam, for what you do. Thank you for the
Thank
quality
you.
of your work. Thank you for choosing quality versus quantity. We really appreciate it. Thank you for making many people beautiful. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mariam, for being part of this panel today.
Thank you.
Great. We heard from Halil and Mariam. They are both in the fashion industry. And now we are moving on to our next panelist in the beauty and lifestyle industry. We have Ida Pai and Patricia. They are going to be our panelists for beauty and fashion and lifestyle industries. I see Ida Pai connecting.
Yes.
Ida, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Ida, it was a pleasure having you on the youth panel yesterday as a young lady from the Gambia. You are a beauty specialist. And I you are the CEO of Allure by Slim, which is a beauty brand for hair and makeup. By the way, you look beautiful. You look stunning.
Thank you. Thank you.
And also, you have an eyelash extension brand called the Allure Extension. And yes,
Yes, I'm here.
a lot of information with us. You shared your journey. You shared what inspired you. We learned from you yesterday that you are not one that stays inside the box. You have decided to step outside of the box. You have decided to invest in acquiring knowledge in your industry. You have received some training in the Gambia. You travel to the US, you travel to other places, you go to Senegal to get training. We want to keep up to date in the industry. That is so inspiring. And with such a profile, today we want to talk about a different area of your industry. How does makeup and hair impact fashion? When you think about makeup and hair, how does it impact fashion and the industry?
I feel like it has a very, very, very deep impact in fashion because you need to have, if you have an outfit worn by Daffeh,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't have your makeup done, you don't have your hair done, I feel like that's not gonna finish the compliment of the look. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like makeup and hair definitely has a very important impact in the fashion industry because fashion is not just about how your outfit looks or anything like that. Makeup is part of it, hair is part of it, eyelashes is part of it, shoes is part of it, bag is part of it. So I feel like makeup has a very, very, very important impact in fashion.
Great. So makeup complements the outfit,
Definitely does complement. Yes, yes, it does.
especially if it's an Ajidafe brand, because it is,
Yeah,
it will, you make sure that when you wear Ajidafe, it's crafted carefully. The details are very clean. So
yeah.
makeup, good hairstyle.
You're
Compliment.
great to go.
All right,
Definitely.
all right. And in your industry, we hear some people call themselves beauty consultants, others call
Mm-hmm.
themselves beauty specialists. We don't know if they're the same or different. But what I want to know is this industry that you are in, is it a
Mm-hmm.
career, is it a business, or is it both? If someone
I,
out there
I,
is listening and they wanted
mhm,
to get into this industry as a beauty consultant or beauty specialist, would they
mhm.
consider it a career or would they consider it a business or both?
It depends on who the person is or the reason why you're getting into it. For me personally, it's both for me because I feel like if you're doing something, you need to enjoy what you're doing. It's not always about the money, it's about you enjoying what you're doing. And, so don't just think that, I feel like if you think that it's money all the time, it's going to ruin the entire thing because you might just wake up and be like, ah, I'm not in the mood to do this today. But if it's something you enjoy doing, you're ready to wake up in the morning, you're ready to get your day started, even though you'll earn some money, but you'll do what you love every single day you wake up. So I feel like it's both of them and not just, a business.
I love your response. And you just reminded
Mm-hmm.
me a statement I make regularly.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a passion, it takes motivation to get anything
Definitely.
started, but it's going to
Mm-hmm.
take passion and investment to keep it going. We can be
Definitely.
motivated. Someone can be watching us today and decide to start a business tomorrow. That is
Mm-hmm.
just motivation. However, passion and what you are
Mm-hmm.
doing, willing to learn, to stretch, to grow, to understand
Mm-hmm.
the industry, and to work hard and be resilient. That's what keeps you in the business and in the game. We thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. Uh, um,
You're welcome.
we thank you so much. We thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ida Fai, for being here. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning.
I
Keep growing.
will.
Keep expanding. We will see you at the top. Thank you for being in this panel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Fatih Job, I see you smiling. I see you are ready for us. Fatih Job, wow. What a biography.
Hi.
Hello.
How
What a biography, Fatu. You were born in New York, raised in the Gambia, and then you returned to New York at the
yes.
age of 10. So you have
Yes.
experience in both worlds, Africa and the US. And you went from
Yes,
being
ma'am.
that young girl who was born in the US, raised in the Gambia, returned to the US. Now you're an
Mhm.
international model, not just
Yes,
a
ma'am.
model who's modeling behind the scenes, but you are signed in Milan, in Paris, in London, and New York. A
Yeah.
couple of years ago, you signed with State Model Management in New York, and you worked exclusively for Calvin Klein and a host of other shows. You know what, Fatu? If I could roll back the clock,
Yes.
you would be my mentor.
No.
Girl,
Wow.
when I read your bio, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Did I read that right? Did she say she's signed in Milan, in Paris, in London, and in New York? What time does she have for herself? But anyway, we are so proud of you. We are
Thank
so proud of you. You have
you.
your footprints in the modeling industry, and you have not only local experience, but global experience. You are making global impact. So, Fatu, let me ask you, how was your inspiration for modeling birthed?
I think I was born with it. I've always, like you said, passion. I've had passion for a very long time, but I've never really thought I can do it. So it was kind of, a dream in my head.
Mhm.
I went to sleep thinking about it. I woke up thinking about it. I asked God to give me it. That's just all I want. And then one day I just get discovered. And I get discovered at 24. So it was very late. A lot of models get discovered very younger than that, probably 16. So I think that it was supposed to happen and it just happened. I can't, yeah,
All,
nothing else, honestly, but God.
so you are teaching us that faith can take you far.
Faith.
Believing in what you believe, what you think you carry. You didn't run out there and try to be a musician. You didn't run out there and try to do design. You believe that you carried modeling inside of you. And with time, with patience, with prayer, with faith, and with belief, here you are today, not only local, but global.
Mashallah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as a young lady of African descent, we just have to talk about this.
Let's
As
talk
a
about
young
it.
lady of African descent, Fatu, what is your experience and journey like in the modeling world where you are interacting and rubbing shoulders with people from all over the world? And sometimes maybe you are the only one in the room with a different skin tone. What is your experience?
Um, so I've realized, coming from Gambia, you see white people, you're like, oh my God, they're so pretty, we want to touch. We don't know, we always accept everybody. We get excited when we see different people. That's what I learned when I was in the Gambia. And then I come to the United States and, this big brick hits me like, okay, reality. This is not how the whole world works.
Mm.
But it wasn't such a big brick. The bigger brick came when I started modeling. And like you said, going into those rooms and then the only one, I was like, okay, this is different. But it's making me grow up a little more. And is making me want to learn more about God and the purpose that we're here for, really. Because it gets to a point where you really can't change people's minds.
Mhm.
And as a child, I got angry when I heard about this. And now sitting in the rooms is a different reaction. I can't react the way I actually feel because I don't I'm okay. I think that God has got me to the point where I'm not looking for acceptance from anybody because I have it from him. And I have a purpose that I'm here for. And I have so much young girls that reach out to me every day that push me. They're the reasons I go on and forward. They just want to do this. They want a door just to open for them so they can fulfill their dreams. And for us Africans coming from Senegal, Gambia, we don't have those opportunities to just make money out of modeling, you
Mhm.
know? So that's the part that keeps me up. That the racism part, I have learned to keep it. I have learned to swallow it, and I've learned to focus on trying to motivate other people to break the barriers because it needs to. If we're too scared to break it, nobody else is gonna break it. And I've always been like this my whole entire life. I'm not the traditional, the best girl to be walking around with a hijab on my head. And, when I get 17, when I was 17, I shaved my hair off. So I was just always different. I did not want to be just like everybody else. And I don't feel like, you know, me pushing the boundaries and just going out and being. I have been in a lot of rooms where it's just been me, and brands that I can, name that that you probably have a bag of perfume from that brand, but you don't know that these people really they don't like us. That's why I get so proud and I get so emotional when I hear Ajidafe's name. Like, this is what I want for our community. Like the man was just talking about the neighbor. This is our people. We have to take care of ourselves. We need more brands. We need more car brands. Everything we can make ourselves and we can do ourselves is not going to be easy. It's going to take one or two of me to go into those rooms, to open their eyes to see the beauty that I have so they can let other people in, and one of those girls might have an inspiration in there that become the next Black Senegalese biggest designer in the world. You never know. So I have, you know, I'm happy. I can't complain. I'm happy. Racism happens everywhere. So
Thank you so much, Fatu. You know, I've learned so much from what you just shared. And some of the nuggets for me personally, and I know for many people out there, the takeaways are build internal resilience. Believe in you and what you carry. Believe in you and who you are. It does not matter because everyone is not going to accept you. That's just reality. If your dream is big
yeah,
and your vision is wide,
and your heart is good
if your gifts are overflowing, you are going to attract opposition wherever you go.
wherever
So
you
you
go.
just need to build the resilience and understand that some of those people, it's not about you, it's about what is in you that makes them insecure. So
That's
I'm
it.
so glad. I'm so
That's
glad
it.
that you understood that going out there,
Yes.
knowing that there are some places you go to and you'll be singled out.
Yeah.
But you believed in you and you believed in everything that is in you and you
Yeah.
step out there with confidence. Thank you,
Yeah.
Fatu. And I think that has taken you far. You know,
Thank you.
Fatu, one last thing. How do you feel and what lessons have you learned from being on the front cover of Condes magazine, and you're also featured in Vogue Arabia?
Yes.
What lessons did you learn from that? From being in the magazine and in Condes and also being featured in Vogue Arabia?
So, like I said, dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I closed my I when I was 13, 14, I envisioned myself on magazines. I envisioned myself on a lot of I envisioned myself on a billboard whenever I walked past, you know. Manifestation. Don't think that the dreamiest things can happen. So I just think that's it. I said I'm gonna get at least 20 covers before I stop modeling. And that's what I'm going to do. And this is just when I got it, I was like, yeah, yeah, like like this is another one. Name them. Let's keep going. I just have a lot of confidence. I think a lot and I talk to God a lot. I love God, you know, and I believe that long as I'm just, you know, following his footsteps, everything good would happen. I don't expect anything. I don't expect anything in this world from anybody, from anything. Lol mota, you know, I'm very, let's just see what happens type of girl. But, you know, I'm dreamy. That's just all. That's the reason I get these magazines is because of dreamy. I don't allow myself to say no that I can't do that.
Right.
Never.
I'm
Yeah.
dreaming. I'm dreaming. Fatu,
Yeah.
we will encourage you to keep dreaming. You
Thank you.
have proven to us that dreams do come true.
They
You have
do.
proven to us that when you dream and you have faith, nothing, the sky isn't even the limit. The sky
Yes.
has not been your limit. The sky will never be your limit because you have absolute faith in the one that created you, gave you the gifts, and he's guiding you. And because he's with you, Fatu, you are going far. We
Thank
wish you all the
you.
best.
Thank you.
By the next time I meet you, I want to hear all the great things that you're doing that we have
Inshallah.
today.
Inshallah.
Keep
Inshallah.
shining, keep encouraging, keep motivating, keep believing, and we wish you all the best of luck. We'll see you at the top. Thank you,
Thank
Fatima.
you so much. Have a
We
great
love
one.
you. If you're just joining us, this is what the Ajidafe brand is all about. Ajidafe brand is about bringing the beauty out of people, bringing the internal beauty out of people, bringing strength out of people. The Ajidafe brand is about making people feel good about themselves. The Ajidafe brand is making people think about other people. We are going to unveil today and launch the Hope Collection. This collection is a branch of the Ajidafe brand. And she will talk about it. She will share with us where she's going, what her vision is. For now, we just want to lay the red carpet with this panel. And now we're ready to transition to the wellness industry, wellness. And we have Tata Jara Kebe from Senegal. And because Tata Jara is French speaking, we are also going to invite Haita to translate where needed. But Tata Jara, you are welcome. Welcome to the show.
Ishi. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I am Tata Diaragui from Senegal.
Thank you, Tata Jara, and welcome.
Thank you.
Tata Jara is the president of Association Cancer du Senegal. She's also a former air hostess and very well known in Senegal and in the regions of Africa for her humanitarian and philanthropic work. Tata Ajara, this is very powerful. When I saw that you are the founder and the president of the Association of Cancer in Senegal, I wondered, and I want to know, how was this founded? How did you found the organization?
Margaret, do you speak Wolof?
Yes, I do.
Can you translate for me in Wolof, please?
Okay. li ma wax mooy comme association cancer du Sénégal bi nga commencé nii.
Pas raconter des bêtises moo tax ma di ko laajaat.
bi nga commencé nii association boo xam ne la bu am doole la te xam naa ne yëngu bi li ko yëngale ko ëpp doole léegi nag liñ la bëgg liñ nga xam mooy lan moo tax bi nga commencé association bi lan moo la yëngal ba tax nga jóg commencé association bi du pour yow rek waaye pour jigéen ak fépp nit boo xam ne dina ci mën a jëriñoo.
jërëjëf li tax ma def association bi parce que in 2013 waaw 2013 yàlla dafa dogal ma am between 2012 and 2013 yàlla dafa dogal man sama bopp ma am breast cancer. Je peux dire en français. D'accord, c'est plus facile pour moi. Voilà, alors j'ai eu le cancer. Naam.
Tata Jara yow laakal wolof man dinaa ko kii ci interprète ci anglais.
Ok, donc yàlla dafa dogal de 2012 between 2012 2013 ma am breast cancer. léegi nag bi ma amee breast cancer yàlla la mu may ma mind ak powerful bu dëgër c'est bon pour ma mën a pour feebar bi daal maanaam ma nekk si aw ma benn coono aw ma benn difficulté ndax yàlla dafa dogal ma nangu daal alors ma ne j'ai décidé de me battre pour dama ne rek feebar la comme yenn feebar yëpp rek bu ma fajoo dinaa wér et hop l'aventure est partie donc bi ma demee ba à un moment donné ma war a dem defi radiothérapie hôpital ma gis ne que foofu ma gis fa ay case yu bari ay jigéen yoo xam ne ñi ngi dund feebar bi dañuy rus dañuy kii te man nag rusuma woon nëbbuma ko woon dama doon dund suma dund normal di dem di tukki di dem di defi li may def di dem si ay lépp lu ma war a def daal def naa ko pendant bi ma feebaree donc ma ne bon comme jigéen ñi dañuy dund lii vraiment dañ koy rusa wax ne dañoo amee cancer dañ koy dund mu metti ci seen ci ñoom te dafa nekk feebar boo xam ne comme feebar yëpp kenn du feebar ba pare di nëbb sa feebar parce que daf lay gën a feebar ma ne bon damay def benn association boo xam ne une association des malades pour les malades association boo xam ne ñun ñi nga xam ne dund nañu ko li wala fi di wax li muy saf kaka macca koo xam ñun ñi nga xam ne dund nañ ko ñu mën sensibiliser jigéen ñi pour ñuy teel a jóg parce que jigéen ñi dañ daan toog ba affaire bi sori feebar bi sori si ñoom bu ko defee bu ñu demee du ñu mën a faju wala faju bi dafay cher wala faju bi day metti te souvent de maar daym si dañuy pass away léegi nag ma ne man damay def association boo xam ne dañuy sensibiliser jigéen ñi mais dañuy accompagner tamit jigéen ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi nekk ci biir feebar bi ñu jàppale leen ci feebar bi dalal seen xel surtout si xel dalal bu baax seen xel wax leen nan la ñuy def ci feebar bi ak étape yi nga xam ne yëpp dinañ ko jaar parce que malheureusement médecins yi fi amuñu jot pour expliquer leen yëpp donc ñun dañuy jël relais bi expliquer leen accompagner leen dalal seen xel tamit ñi nga xam ne amuñu moyen parce que feebar bi nag dafay laaj xaalis bu bari pour faju te xam nga fii amul boo jëlee téeméeri nit xëy na ñaar fukk ñoo si am assurance pour boo xam ne dina ko mën a jël en charge donc ñun dañuy dem tamit di wuti ay sponsor ay mécène yoo xam ne dañuy jàppale ñun ñuy jàpp ñi nga xam ne amuñu moyen parce que seen doole kiiwul bariwul ñun ñu jàppale leen pour ñun mën a def seen traitement et alhamdulillah ba ñu ko defee ba léegi ñi ngi sant yàlla bu baax am nañ si ndam.
baax na jërëjëf Tata Jara léegi nga may ma tuuti ma wax ak suñ ñiy seetaan te di làkk anglais ma wax leen li nga wax ba pare ñu dellu si waat continuer waxtaan bi. Thank you, Tata Jara. Tata Jara, the question I posed was that she is the founder and the president of Cancer Association Cancer du Senegal, which is just the Cancer Association of Senegal. And I wanted to know what led her, what inspired her to start certain organization. And she shared that in 2012 and 2013, between 2012 and 2013, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she had to go through that journey of dealing with the pain, dealing with all the challenges to get her treatment. And when she started going to the clinic for treatment, she discovered that there were many other women who were struggling with breast cancer and who either were ashamed and dealing with shame when it comes to the cancer, or just struggled in many other areas. So out of that, she birthed the passion and the desire to start an association, and the vision was to be an organization that is founded by survivors and for the sick. And in this organization, they offer counseling services. They offer support to all the women that are in the journey of cancer, because she's a survivor and many other people in the organization are supporting her to make sure that they give all the support that is needed. They sensitize the women about cancer and how to care for themselves, and sensitize families how to care for other family members. And they have supporting several women in the region there that are walking the cancer journey. Thank you so much, Tata Jara. Tata Jara, léegi li ma la bëggoon a laaj mooy dernière question bi mooy bu yàggut ni octobre bi passé nii maa ngi woon Gambie, gis naa la fa nga ñëw ak jigéen ñi ak ñëw ak ay docteur ngeen ñëw fa am fa ay fan Sénégal Gambie foofu ngeen ñëw jigéen ñi nit ñu bari mun a ñëw ngeen gis leen seet seen yaram mun leen a wax ndax am nañ feebar bi am déet, ak ñi am feebar bi ngeen mun leen a digtal liñ war a def. yow nag liñ bëggoon a xam mooy naka nga mun a indee, parce que man bi ma gisee médecins yi ñëw jógee Sénégal ma gis ay ngiraanka yi ay nit ñu bari ngeen ànda si ma ne waaw lii moom nu mun a amee. léegi liñ bëgg a laajte mooy naka nga mun a def ba indi ay docteur yooyu ak seeni médecin ak seeni garab ak seeni yëpp ak seeni équipement ñu ñëw Gambie nekk fa ay fan pour dimbale jigéen ñi. léegi nga may ma translate ko ci anglais question bi ba pare nga tontu. The question we are asking Tata Jara is that last year, October 2019, there was a collaboration between her association, which is the Cancer Association of Senegal, and also the Cancer League of the Gambia. And they had a team of medical personnel in the Gambia for a few days who were there serving the community, serving women, and a lot of people were able to get tested for cancer, and some, I understand, even were given the opportunity to pursue treatment in the Gambia. So we just want to understand how she went about coordinating that entire event. Tata Jara?
waaw nga may ma tuuti dag dina am benn fu ma war a taxaw tuuti rek pour def historique lan moo ñu indi Gambie, lan moo tax ñu ñëw Gambie. dañ ma yàlla xam nga yàlla dina boole ay nit te doo xam nan la daal mais yàlla moo ma booleeg benn xale boo xam ne dafa nekk xale boo xam ne dafa baax dafa rafet xol dafa am gëm li muy def am xolu yërmande yàlla boole maak moom muy kan muy Aji Daffeh mu ñëw rek daal di commencé di jàpp ci liggéey bi ci fii ci combat bi ñu doon def fii ci Sénégal mu ne ma Tata Diarra dama bëgg a def association pour Gambiennes yi ñu jàpp ci ñu demoon fa en 2016 lancé association bi 2016 xaw ma 2017 léegi nag bi mu defee ligue bi man dem ba ligue bi ñu defee ligue bi mu ne ma Tata Diarra dañu bëgg a def octobre rose Gambie ma ne ko dinañ ci jàpp bu baax parce que man bëgg naa kuy gëm li ngay def kuy dimbali doomu aadama te yàlla tax te loolu gisoon naa ko ci Aji Daffeh dafay dimbali doomu aadama te yàlla tax te daf ci ànd ak amul benn loo xam ne daf koy def li tubaab di wax sans arrière-pensée xaarul dara ci loolu daf koy def te yàlla tax moo tax ñun tamit ñu jël engagement parce que ñun suñu association li tax association bi am doole non seulement ñun ay anciennes malades lañu ñoo taxawal association bi mais kàngaam yi ñu àndal nga xam ne dañu am comité scientifique boobu alhamdulillah mën naa ne li tubaab di wax la crème ñi nga xam ne yàlla seen xam-xam dafa màcc ci oncologie ñooñu la ñu yàlla booleel ñu bokk ci association bi nekk comité scientifique muy professeur Ahmadou Dem muy docteur Moustapha Dieng muy docteur Cheikh Tidiane Diarra ak ñeneen donc ak professeur Ahmadou Thiam professeur Thiam donc léegi bi ma kii waxee loolu mën naa ne xolam bu rafet ak gëm-gëmam ñun li ñu def Gambie defaguñu ko sax Sénégal mën naa leen wax loolu ndax yóbbu nañu ñi nga xam ne ñëpp ñoo war a intervenir ci cancer foofu te yow gis nga ko nee nga ñëw nga fa donc yóbbu nañu ay cancérologue yóbbu nañu radiologue pour def mammographie bi yóbbu nañu tamit ay anatomopathologie te radiologue bi ñu yóbbu camion boobu rek boo koy déplacer rek dëkk ak dëkk rek xanaa di nga def over 5 to 6 millions CFA mais ki ñu ko jox suñu mécène la suñu partenaire la ba ñu commencé ba léegi moom itam dafa jàpp ci liggéey bi mu di ñu jox camion ñuy dem fu ñu neex ak oto boobu camion boobu ci la ñuy def mammographie bi ñu ànd ak médecin yi alhamdulillah vraiment dañ ko def avec beaucoup de plaisir ñu am ci mbégte lool parce que mënoo ne Sénégal boo tuddee Sénégal il faut nga tudd Gambie kenn mënul tudd Gambie te tuddoo Sénégal benn bopp la yàlla moo dogal rek histoire moo def mu nekk ñaari dëkk mais Sénégal ak Gambie benn la kon nag ñun bu ñu liggéeyalee Sénégal bu ñu demee Gambie def fa loolu ñu fa def defaluñu ko suñu bopp lañ ko defal ndax ñun ñëpp ñoo bokk ndax boo demee Gambie Géye nga fa Siise nga fa Faya nga fa Taaxa nga fa Caama nga fa ainsi de suite boo ñëwee Sénégal même tur yi même sant yi la Jóob nga fa Njaaye nga fa du dëgg kon nag vraiment loolu moo tax ñu ñëw Gambie def fa loolu def fa tëjee suñu octobre rose Gambie def fa vraiment liggéey boobu ba nga xam ne médecin yi ñoom ba ñu commencé ba léegi nii la ñuy def ak ñun dañu ànd ak ñun ci liggéey bi di ànd ak ñun bu ñu amee ay malade ñu yóbbu leen ñu toppatool ñu malade yi defal ñu ci liñ ci war a def yépp te yàlla rek a tax.
Tata Diarra wax nga yépp def ngeen lépp jërëjëf jëf ci liggéey bi sargal nañ la Tata Jara aji Daffeh wax na lu bari ci yow yàlla bi am sa fay yal na la fay ci li nga liggéey léegi nga mel
amiin amiin amiin
ñi ñoo déglu li nga fi wax duma mun a wax lépp nag waaye dinaa ci wax tuuti comme ça ñu mun a xam ni nga doxalee ba mun a egga Gambie. Well, the question for our panelist, Tata Jara, all the way from Senegal, the president and founder of Association Cancer du Senegal, has shared with us how she was able to coordinate all the doctors, the oncologists, the pathologists, the counselors, the radiologists, and the entire team, medical team, to travel to the Gambia in what I call a mobile hospital. And they were able to get 425 women screened for breast and cervical cancer for a few days in the Gambia, free of charge. And Tata Jara says that how she was able to make this happen is because she was connected, God connected her with a young lady, and that's the lady of the hour today, Ajinde Daffeh, of Aji Daffeh brand. And God connected her with Ajinde Daffeh, and she is very inspired by Aji's passion for what she does, Aji's passion for humanity, and Aji's humanitarian work. And Aji was serving in that association, which is the Association Cancer du Senegal. She was serving there. And out of that, the service to other women in Senegal, the vision was birthed in Aji to take such a service to the Gambia. So Aji founded the Cancer League of the Gambia, and she shared with Tata Jara that she would like to host an event in the Gambia in October, the Cancer Walk, and not just a walk to raise funds, but also an opportunity to serve women and to give them an opportunity to be screened. Tata Jara said that Aji's vision was able to inspire her to pull together the team of medical people, staff, personnel that they work with in her association, and they were able to get a mobile mammograph testing system to the Gambia, and they were able to service 425 women. And I even understand that a few of them were able to get support to go to Senegal and receive treatment for cancer, those that were diagnosed. So we thank Tata Jara for all the work that she does. This is what the Aji Daffeh brand is all about. It's not just about looking beautiful on the outside. I keep saying that. It is about humanitarian work. It is about impacting communities and people. It is about seeing people live well, wholeness. Wholeness is what this is all about. It's seeing people being rounded human beings. Thank you so much, Tata Jara. We thank you for being here in the panel. Jërëjëf ci sa li nga ñëw fii waxtaan ak ñun kontaan nañ torop ci yow jàngee nañ ci lu bari xam naa ne ñun mi nekk ndaw te di la déglu am nga loo ñu jàngal te ñun it yal nañu yàlla may kattan ñu mun a fi nga em ñu mun faa jël ñu mun a continuer jërëjëf.
jërëjëf docteur Margaret et maa ngi remercier ñëpp waa panel bi yëpp maa ngi leen di remercier. And a special thanks to the member of Association Cancer du Senegal.
Thank you so much, Tata Jara. Well, viewers, that was Tata Jara, such a powerhouse, such a powerhouse. This woman is not selfish. She was diagnosed. She was going through her own journey. But when she arrived at the clinic and she observed all the other women that were in pain, this woman decided to put her pain aside and birth a vision to start an association. And she was a survivor. And she decided that because she's a survivor, she's going to get other survivors to start an organization of survivors helping people that are going through the journey of cancer. Thank you, Tata Jara. We are moving on. We are getting close to the end of this panel, but this is not the end of the program. The next segment is when we launch the Aji Daffeh brand and specifically the Hope Collection. And Aji Daffeh will get to tell us all about the brand, all about the collection, what she's doing, where she's going. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. But in the meantime, I will invite Dr. Hadijatu Ogunsola, and she's going to talk to us about health. Dr. Hadijatu, you are welcome.
Thank you for having me, Margaret.
Hi, beautiful lady. How can you look so beautiful amid a pandemic? You are a doctor.
Thank you, Margaret. I'm flattered.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hadija. To just to tell you a little bit about this lady, we cannot even talk about her profile or her accomplishments. We just wanted to highlight a few things, just to encourage you to know that you are in the right hands, and whoever is speaking to you about health knows what she's talking about. Dr. Hadijatu is certified in both anesthesiology and pain medicine, and she's also an interventional spine specialist. And Dr. Hadijatu is also the founder and owner of Global Pain Management, an entity located in Maryland. Dr. Hadijatu, let's talk about health. Let's talk about health. You've heard Tata Jara. You've heard her talk about her cancer walk and what she's doing, and the struggles that many women had to go through, that she saw going through the pain and the struggles in their journey of cancer treatment. So what role, Dr. Hadijatu, would you say diet and exercise have on overall health?
So again, thank you for having me, Margaret. So as we all know, diet and exercise is very important in our overall health. So diet does not mean just trying to lose weight. Instead, it means eating healthier to improve our overall health. So there have been many studies on this issue. So diet studies have shown that diet and exercise impact a person's risk of illnesses such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol level, and certain types of cancer. So what is healthy eating? So healthy eating simply means that we should eat balanced meals that do not have a high fat content. So that includes what type of food we eat and the method of preparation. For example, as Africans, our diet is very carbohydrate heavy, meaning that we eat a lot of rice and a lot of bread. So that is all good, but we also need to consider other grains that are available to us, especially in the Senegambia region, which is, rich in different grains that are very nutritious. So for example, we have chere, we have findi, we have rui, la, couscous, etc. So there's so many of them. So we can consider all those other options instead of just the carbohydrates such as rice and bread. As far as cooking goes, so instead of just frying and some of the high fat foods, we could consider baking, grilling, broiling, boiling as a means to reduce the amount of oil intake. So another very important part of our diet is our water intake. So this is vital for our overall well-being. It is recommended that healthy individuals should take in at least 4 to 6 cups of water daily, but preferably to take in a little bit more. So remembering that sugary drinks can lead to weight gain and inflammation, which can increase your risk of developing certain diseases such as diabetes and other stuff. So exercise, right? So exercise is also very important for our health, but especially so for cardiovascular health. So it has also been proven to reduce certain kinds of cancer. Again, we're not talking about exercise just to lose weight. So being slim does not mean that you don't need to exercise or eat healthy. So in over 17 years of being a physician, I have encountered many slim patients with high levels of cholesterol and poor cardiovascular health. So it is a common misconception that only people who are overweight have certain health conditions. So that should be clarified. Again, even if you're slim, you still need to eat healthy and you need to exercise because your heart needs that exercise to improve your blood flow and to keep you healthy. So if you do not have access to a gym or exercise equipment at home, you can still participate in exercise methods by looking up exercises online, walking, jogging, or running, etc.
Thank you, Dr. Hadijatu. You have given me homework. I will have to look through my pantry after this program, and some items in my pantry will have to be eliminated, and I will start looking deeper into what I consume. Thank you so much. And when we talk about health, Dr. Hadijatu, you were born in Africa, raised in Africa. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Specifically,
Gambia.
specifically in the Gambia.
Yes.
Born and raised in the Gambia. And we know that in our culture, it is very natural and normal to focus on outer beauty, outer looks, and we tend to ignore the inner being. But when we talk about health, we know that there's an inner and outer aspect to it. What would you say about that?
So we have all heard the saying, you are what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
So when you stay hydrated, you eat healthy, balanced meals, you feel good and you look good. So your hair and your nails grow, your body glows, and you have confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So back to exercising. Exercising releases endorphins. So endorphins are that's the happy hormone in our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what helps to improve our overall mental health. It relieves stress and it helps in your general well-being. So inner beauty translates into outer beauty.
I am so glad you mentioned that. We spend so much time in front of the mirror sometimes, especially I'm talking to us ladies. Yes, us. We spend so much time in front of the mirror to paint and to look so elegant when we step out. What Dr. Hadijatu is trying to convey here is when we spend time painting in the morning, let's spend time in the evening walking out. After we've eaten everything, let's drink a lot of water and let's keep the skin so beautiful and radiant so we wouldn't have to paint it so often. So that's a message. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. We all heard it, and it's for our own good. Thank you, Dr. Hadijatu. I have one more question for you. What role would you say health plays in someone experiencing wholeness in their life? And Dr. Hadijatu, before you respond, I just wanted to share that the value and the importance of wholeness. We underestimate wholeness. And what you carry inside is what you show on the outside, is what you share. Whatever you carry on the inside, everybody gets to partake in it. So it's very important that we are healthy and whole on the inside. Just this week, a partner of mine, the two of us ladies got together since last year, and we were working on starting a podcast. We finally launched it this week, and the podcast is called Accelerate, Building the Whole Woman. And we are talking about the entire journey would be about wholeness. Wholeness is important. Wholeness is key. We have to pursue wholeness. When you're not healthy on the inside, everywhere you step, you leave stains behind you. So, Dr. Hadija, to talk to us, what role would you say health plays in a human being, a person, man or woman, male or female, experiencing wholeness in their life?
So Margaret, first, congratulations on your podcast. I
Thank
mean, you never cease to amaze me. You're one amazing lady. You always
Thank
say,
you.
when I grow up, I want to be like someone. When I grow up, I want to be like you.
No, I want to be like you, but we're on the journey of growing together. Thank you, Dr.
That's right. So health means wholeness with integration of one's body, mind, and spirit. So being healthy allows us to be good citizens and be an integral part of our community.
Mm-hmm.
So the benefits of health are abundant. So good health, including exercise, fitness, activities, have been proven to improve one's lifespan. So it allows us to see ourselves in a different light and helps us to improve our lives. So staying healthy promotes good fellowship. So I always recommend to my patients daily walks with a few friends or family members. So it serves two roles. One, it allows uninterrupted conversation and quality time with a loved one. So that serves to clear your mind as well as getting your daily exercise. So I mean, there have been there's studies showing that just being out there in the outside walking, taking walks outside, and just freeing your mind, talking to people, and
Right.
just bouncing ideas onto someone else, is very healthy. But the National Institute of Cancer has also performed some observational studies that link higher physical activity to lower risk of certain cancers, including cancers of the bladder, the breast, the colon, the endometrial, stomach, and kidney. So health and wholeness are one and the same. They're the same.
Dr. Hadijatu, we heard you. Thank you so much. And I know that some of us are going to take it seriously, and we are going to start working on ourselves, not only on the outside, but on the inside, so we can build this whole being and be a value to humanity. We thank you so much for being in this panel. Thank you for what you do, being in the front line amid the pandemic. I don't know how you do it, but that's why it's a calling. It's not for me, but it's for you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much, and keep shining, keep smiling, keep being beautiful, and keep working, and keep being adding value to us. Thank you so much, Dr. Hadijatu.
You're welcome, Margaret.
Wow, we are still on. If you're just joining us, you are in the right place. This is the Daffeh brand launching. We are going to unveil in the next segment, which is starting here in a few minutes. We will unveil the Hope Collection, and we will get to hear some testimonials from brand ambassadors who are already supporters of the brand. And we will hear from Aji what her vision, her mission, and her where she's trying to go, and what her purpose is with the Hope Collection. But in the meantime, I'll bring you one last panelist. And this is no other than Nyang Jai. If you're watching us from Gambia or even globally, a lot of us know Nyang Jai. And Nyang is going to talk to us today about economy. And Nyang, you are very versatile. You are multifaceted professional. However, for this platform today, we will leverage your knowledge and expertise as a world economist. We have talked, you have listened to all the panelists talk about, having from Halil, talking about how we should support African businesses and African brands. We've had conversations with other panelists. We see panelists that are running businesses in Africa. We see some that are modeling and showcasing the continent all around the globe. We see associations that are formed and is supporting Africans. So panel, we want to talk about economy for just a little bit. We want to talk about
Thank you.
So how do you think, Mr. Jai? But I'll give you a moment to say a word or two, and then I'll pose the first question to you.
Thank you, Margaret. Thanks for having me, and thanks to the Daffeh brand for inviting me on such an auspicious occasion in terms of her showcasing her Hope collection.
Thank you. And I know that you are also a brand ambassador.
Thank you.
How impressive. So let's talk economy. With everything you've heard so far that we've talked about on this panel today, how does all of this impact the economies of the countries where our panelists are located and the continent as a whole?
I think before we put it in an economic context, we need to accept the reality that Africa is rising. And the rise of Africa is changing from the hard side of things to the softer side of things. And the softer side of things is creativity. Mm-hmm. Creativity comes in different forms, and fashion is one of those creative aspects. Mm-hmm. And time has come for us to monetize fashion. But before we monetize fashion, we also need to enlighten fashion practitioners of the issue of intellectual property and copyrights and patents. So going forward, I believe fashion will be a big wave in terms of adding value to our GDP as African continent, not only Gambia, but all the countries in Africa. So fashion designers now need to really contextualize fashion based on how the African sees himself or herself. Mm-hmm. The Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, they're all great brands, but we Africans don't see ourselves in it. And if we look at the investments we make in the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons, the Prada
Mhm.
is so exorbitant, but we are not yielding the dividend. So what we need now are fashion designers who have a global context but have a local reach.
Thank you so much. So now, can we talk economy now?
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you for that. So, how does everything we've talked about, specifically, you just nailed it. You just brought us back to reality that that fashion is key, and these are areas in the continent that maybe we may not pay attention to. These are areas that governments may not invest in, but you are saying it's important. So, how does all the conversation we have here today? How does it impact the economies of the countries of these the panelists and even the continent as a whole?
Well, if you look at the continent as a whole, it's the private sector that leads in terms of employment creation and is the entrepreneur that really, really fuels and lubricate the private sector of Africa. And the private sector of Africa is moving away from the mining sector, the petro sector. It's moving more towards value creation and intellectual creation, i.e., fashion, because fashion is a statement, and this statement is a way of life, and this way of life can be monetized, and hence the reason we see the Daffeh brand and many other African brands like Pateo and others. So what do we need now? We need our governments to understand that they need to help create a market. How can they help create a market? The first thing is to ban the importation of used clothing into Africa,
Mm.
because used clothing coming into Africa is suppressing the demand that otherwise the Ajidafes could have been making more clothing. But equally, we also now need to find a way to mass produce the fashion that people like Ajidafe are making.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jai. And you talked to us briefly about the value that African products bring to the continent and to even our fashion industry. And I want you to talk specifically because we're talking money here, we're talking economy, we're talking growth and advancement and development. What is the impact of African businesses? What do you think? What is the impact that they are making, which warrants our support? If we have to do away with imported goods, what is the African, what impact are the African businesses making that warrants our support?
Well, I think African businesses in general, and to be specific, the fashion industry in Africa are doing significant strides in making sure that they have a footprint into the African fashion and lifestyle market. This fashion and lifestyle market, as poor as Africa is, contributes significantly towards our GDP. Let's say, for instance, every working individual spends 5 to 10% of their income buying clothing for their family, buying gifts and other paraphernalia that is of fashion, be it carvings or whatever. So the addressable market is there. The problem with this addressable market is reach, meaning having access. It's also the government understanding the teething problems that these businesses are facing, like taxation, like access to good markets and material. For example, cotton used to be prevalent in Gambia. Today, you cannot get woven cotton at all. These are areas that government can help regenerate, revitalize, so that fashion, since it's a statement, the statement can have an exclamation mark, and that exclamation mark can only come in when the government plays the pivotal role of nurturing the fashion industry and the business of fashion.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jack. Every time I hear you speak, you challenge me to think higher, you challenge me to think outside the box. We really thank you for everything you're doing. But before you go, you are a brand ambassador of the Ajedafe brand. And because you are an economist, I know you wouldn't invest in anything that's not worth the price. So what would you say about the pricing and the quality and details of that the brand offers?
Well, if you look at the Ajib Daffeh brand, the reason why I like it, the brand has different niche segments and niche markets. You know, you have the Lexalance, there are different levels, entry levels into what Ajidafe makes. So I think Ajidafe has something for everybody, depending on your budget and what you look like and what is your taste. If you love haute couture, you can't go wrong trying her Lexalance brand, because you get the best of Grand Boubous, you get the best of suits, you get the best of what you can see in Paris, Milan, London, or New York. So the Ajidafe brand, like I said, it has mid-level, high-level, and haute couture. So it has something for everyone who is a fashion freak.
Well, Mr. Njai, thank you so much for rallying behind this lady, for believing in her brand, for pushing her to higher heights. She spoke highly of you. She appreciates you, and we thank you not only for supporting Aji, but also for coming here today to share some knowledge with us. We thank you, Mr. Njai. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Margaret. And before I leave, I just want to say one thing, if you may allow me to.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I really want us Africans, and particularly us, the Senegambians, to rally behind our fashion designers. Why?
That's right.
I mean, if you look at the amount of money we spend on people that we don't even know and people who are indifferent not only to our plight and our way of life, it's mind-boggling. So we need to start promoting not only homegrown, but African models and African fashion designers at large. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Njai. We appreciate you. We've all
Thank you.
heard Mr. Njai. Let's invest in Africa, invest in our brands, invest in our businesses, invest in everything that Africa has to offer. And thank you. That was profound. You know what? We are about to reach the peak of this show. We are now introducing the next segment, which is the brand launching of not only the Ajidafe brand, because that's an existing brand, but today we will be launching the Hope Collection. And like I said, I am not going to speak to that. Aji will come here and Aji will share with us what the collection is all about, what her vision is, what her purpose is, and where she's going, and what she needs us to do. We are ready to launch the brand and the collection, and we will begin by introducing our keynote speaker. And the keynote speaker is no other than what I hear her say. She says that Aji is her partner in crime. Aji is her best friend. Aji is her sister. Aji is her confidant. So we are talking about the CEO of Treasure Inc., which is a retail chain in Senegal, Gambia, and the USA. And this lady is also a partner and vice president of M&T Global Construction Company in the Gambia. She is also a champion for women. She is the founder of and president of Treasure Women Warriors. And Treasure Women Warriors' vision is to uplift women to financial freedom. And they do this through entrepreneurship, through agriculture, and microfinancing. And currently, there are approximately 4,000 women in this network in the Gambia and Senegal. And this lady is Ajikumba Daffeh. And Ajikumba Daffeh is the twin sister of Aji Daffeh. And she is also a brand ambassador of the Aji Daffeh brand. Ajikumba, welcome. And thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Margaret, for having me on this platform. And thank you to the Ajidafe brand for creating this amazing and wonderful and powerful platform for all of us.
Thank you. Kumba, let's dialogue. I cannot wait to hear from you because you are a sister, twin sister to Ajidafe. And you know, times have changed. The times have changed, and we've gotten to a point in our lives that sisters are no more sisters and friends are no longer faithful. But you are a sister who believes in Ajidafe brand. You believe in your sister. You believe in her gifts. You believe in her vision. And you stand and rally and you are right there by your sister. Kumba, we just want to know what inspired you to rally behind your sister? What inspired you?
You know, when the world made one, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made one, He said one wasn't enough. So He made two. And so we're twins. I have gone through a journey with this woman, an amazing woman who doesn't ask for much, who is not extra. She believes in what she believes in, and she goes for it. She's a hard worker. This is a woman who has gone through a lot, and always finds a way to regenerate. For me, that is an inspiration. And Aji, she works hard. This woman waits for nobody. Doesn't wait for the world. She believes in the possibility, and hence the Hope Collection that we see today. When I first opened up, I talked about hope, the audacity of hope. I talked about hope as being medicinal. I talked about hope being looking at a positive opportunity and say, looking for some positive outcome to happen. This is what Aji Daffeh represents, the audacity that she has to dream, to hope, to desire. For me, it's something that is inspirational, and she represents that, and also her love for humanity, her love for all that is positioned, her love for all that is great, her love for all that is grand, her love for all that is surpasses expectation, her love for excellence. These are things that I think you don't see in a lot of people, and I get to see this. This is what she represents. This is who she is, and she doesn't go to sleep until she gets what she wants, and to me, that is everything to me. And not only does that shows you only a designer or a creative director, it shows the passion somebody has to grow something. Visionaries, because that's how visionaries are born. They have a desire. They have a positive out. They're looking for positive outcome for something. They hope, and just the audacity to have hope. I think that's inspirational, and that's what I love about her. And I love the fact that she is the one person that has never given up on me, and she is the one person who's the wind beneath my wings. And as I fly all over the world and do all of these things, I can always rest assured that there's a cheerleader. And if anything happens to me today, I know there is somebody who will rise up and take care of my children. So why not invest in that? Why not amplify that? Why don't you represent that? Why don't you become an ambassador of her? Why don't everything that she wants to do, I'm at the forefront to say, this is how you're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. So that's I just love Ajidafe. I love the woman she is. She inspires me, and she is one woman who doesn't take it lying down. And to me, I apare kepo ku buga dem aji ngay andal. And mashallah, it's like everything that I want to do, she's in the forefront of it. Yeah.
Great, 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 Kumba. Thank you. That is so heartwarming, and it's inspirational. I hope that a lot of us are listening and we are learning. This is a role that we are called to play as sisters, as family members, as friends, as supporters, as a community, to rally behind each other, to support each other, to stand for each other, to push each other to higher heights. We are called to build and not to tear down. And I thank you for building your sister. I thank you for being a rock that she can stand on. Thank you so much. You wear the brand regularly. I think that from the time I've known you, I've always seen you in the Ajidafe brand. I rarely see you in a different brand. And you literally have an entire wardrobe of Ajidafe designs. So how do you feel in the brand, Kuba?
Well, I the brand, when people know better, they do better, they feel better, they change their lives, they it represents something for them. There is something that God has given to Ajidafe. I don't know what it is, but every time you wear her clothes, there's a whole level of confidence and fullness that you feel as a woman. And I feel whole. I feel confident. I've taken her clothes all over the world. I've been to forums, conferences everywhere. And when I enter in any room wearing Ajidife design, I feel like I own the room. And that alone, it's a good karma for me. So it's just great that the brand makes me feel good. And I am the kind of woman, I like good stuff. I like good haute couture. I like things that look good, feel good, and things that are refined, the raffine, and I like excellence. So the precision that Aji, when she makes her clothes, it fits me in all the right places. To the extent that I cannot almost wear even the high designers. I frown upon them because of how I feel in Ajidafe design. It's haute couture, totally haute couture. And for people that like quality, know that.
I can believe that because I am in an Ajidafe brand today and I feel so confident. I feel great. I feel awesome. Thank you, Ajidafe, for everything that you do. Now, we've heard Mr. Nyanjai talk to us about the importance of the role that African businesses play in the economy of the continent and the individual GDP of each nation. In your view, what would you say is the importance of African brands and Africans investing in these brands?
I think it's critical, and Nyang has articulated very well here that most of the successes that we have in several sectors has to be private sector led. And that's what these brands are doing, their businesses. And also Nyang has talked about, if you look at the chain, all through the value chain, from making the fabric, the raw materials, the cotton that makes the fabric, to weaving that cotton, to having the factories that weave this cotton into a fabric, to these fabric being processed, to making it into a fabric, to actually the designers getting hold of it, making clothes so when you out of them, and also to the consumer, to the retail stores that buy from these designers and put it in the department stores. To the end user, to just the logistics, everything that goes with fashion. If you look at it, it's a whole value chain, and as I said, value added. There's a whole value chain that from the production from it, the agricultural side. So when you even look at fashion, you will probably think, what does agriculture has to do with it? Because you have to grow the cotton that makes the fabric. So there's a whole value chain, and I think this is where Nyang was talking about, where government needs to really come, and the taxation also comes into place, creating policies that is it's more friendly to for Africans to come and establish businesses in Africa, and creating the environment, the enabling environment, the economy bustling, and people to be able to afford these high-end brands and these middle-end brands, and this is not even so high-end brands. So that industry is a huge industry, and requires a lot of people that really understand how to build these sectors to make them viable, vibrant, and also profitable. And I think this is where also we as investors come in, because I'm an investor. Actually, not only am I an ambassador in the Ajidafe brand, but I am one of the major investors in the Ajidafe brand. And I did not invest in the Ajidafe brand because she's my sister. I mean, Aji knows that I don't. Money is very, very fungible. Money is important, and where we put it, we have to look at how valuable and does it add value, and how profitable these ventures are. So when we look at an actual venture, and to decide to invest as a venture capitalist or not. There are a few indicators that we look at. We look at also the brand. We look at the person behind the brand. We look at the profitability of the brand. We look at where the brand is in terms of the right life cycle of the brand. We look at also the financials of the brand. We look at the numbers of the brand. What are the PE ratios of the brand? So these are all the things that we look at, and that is how we make a decision if we're going to invest in a particular brand or not. So with Daffeh, being an investor in the Daffeh brand, I had to do the due diligence, and the same thing that I would look at in any company that I want to invest in is the same things that I looked at. And if as an investor, the numbers are presented to me, and I said I see that there could be growth in this, then I would say, I need you to grow your business, to this margins and all that stuff. And if you're able to grow it to this margin, I will come in as an investor. So these are all the avenues that we took as an investor to look at the numbers, look at the viability of the business, look at the longevity of the brand, and does the brand really have what it takes to stand the test of time? Because if you look at all of these, there's a lot of brands that are not doing well. So we look at all of these things, and these are all the metrics that we look at. And when I looked at the Daffeh brand, where it's going, the vision, and where she wants to take the brand, and what is needed to take the brand, and this is where people like me, investors, come in to invest. And I think it's critical that we as Africans, we have to walk the talk and talk the walk or walk the talk, and to be able to build our own brands and to be able to invest in them, grow them. And as Fatu has said here, she modeled for brands who do not really care about us, that they don't really like us. So it is for people like us that like us, that believe in us, and we should also invest in us, and that black economic power. I am all about black economic power. And this is where we stand, and we not only invest in the Daffeh brand, but we're always looking for other brands to invest in as well.
Thank you so much, Ajikumba. Tell you what, I am inspired. Keep standing by your sister. Keep being that woman, that shoulder she can lay on, because I know this walk can be very deep. What she's doing, designing, building a vision, it can be very deep. It can be a lonely walk, because there comes a time in the walk of purpose when you outgrow certain relationships and you outgrow certain circles, and the higher you go, the lonelier it can get. So thank you for being there for your sister. Thank you for standing by her. Thank you for being a shoulder she can cry on. Thank you for supporting her, for being that rock. We really appreciate what you're doing for her. And I know that a lot of us, including myself, can learn something from this, and I'm inspired. I'm going to start looking at my sisters and in my family, my brothers, and looking at ways to invest and to support them the same way, or in a way that you're doing for your sister. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for being here, and keep on supporting, keep on doing what you're doing. The sky isn't even the limit for Daffeh, because she has someone like you by her side. Thank you so much. Yes, we are now, the hour is drawing close. We are getting closer and closer to the brand launching and the unveiling of the Hope Collection. We are getting closer and closer. So before we launch the brand, though, we want to invite, we cannot launch the brand without allowing some of the brand ambassadors, some of those core brand ambassadors, to share their testimonials. They have some things to say about the Daffeh brand and the Hope Collection. So we will welcome our brand ambassadors to lay the red carpet again for the launching and the unveiling of the Hope Collection. We will begin with Haita Silla and also Mariam Alowa. Hello, Haita.
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Hello, Mariam.
Assalamualaikum.
you.
Good
Alaikum salam.
afternoon.
Good to have you here.
Welcome, everybody. And thank you
Well,
for inviting me to this platform.
you're welcome. So, Haita and Mariam, both of you are brand ambassadors of the Adidas brand. Haita, I want to begin with you. Haita, you are a founding member of the Senegalese coalition called Daffeh
Yeah.
to end violence against women and children. And you are a professional lady. You are professional, Haita. When I listen to you talk as a corporate communications leader in that area, you inspire me. You help me to check around me and stay focused and keep myself in line, because you are a professional. You are well versed in the corporate arena, in not only communications but project management and grant writing. But what is more valuable right now, Haita, is that you are a personal friend to Aji Daffeh, and you are a confidant. You are a solid ambassador of this brand. Haita, we would like to hear from you. What does it mean? What does this brand and the personality behind the brand mean to you?
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Before I respond to your questions, I would like to first and foremost commend, you call her my friend, my designer, and also my partner in crime, as we like to call each other, for what I believe is a very, very thoughtful idea, organizing this panel on the sideline of the launch of the Hope Collection. I think this is happening at a particular moment in the history of humanity. You will agree with me that we are living unprecedented times due to the COVID-19 pandemic that has crippled the world for the past, I guess, 7 months or so. So we have seen major well-established business closing down as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic all over the world. And I think this is no different for the fashion industry, and especially small-scale businesses as we know them in this part in our part of the world. So I think this panel is very timely to look at the issues relating to the fashion industry and all its intricacies. I think the theme of this launch, which is hope, also speaks volume about the need for renewed hope and faith in face of diversity, because I think the COVID-19 pandemic is a very difficult situation and everybody is struggling all over the world. So calling this collection hope, for me, I think it speaks volume about Aji's mentality. For me, Aji Daffeh is more than a brand. I think it is a concept. It is a philosophy around fashion, around philanthropy, and more. I mean, I have known many designers because I'm somebody who likes to dress up. So I mean, I've done many stores before Aji Daffeh. But I think there is something that is unique about Aji. It's a sense of purpose. It's her dedication to humanity through her business. I even don't call it a business. I call it a social enterprise because whatever Aji earns, she would just give it back. She would give it back to causes that are very dear to her, whether it's in the fight against or supporting kids going through autism, or in the fight against cancer in Senegal, in the Gambia, helping women prisoners. I've been part of many of the initiatives Aji has taken up as just a human being to do all of that. So much so that when I walk into Aji Daffeh stores, I know I'll achieve two goals. One of the goals is to look good. The other goal is that whatever dime I spend, I know part of it is going to a humanitarian cause. And I think that thing is very important to me. Like I said earlier, I've been to many places buying things and going. But when I discuss with Aji, I just feel this sense of purpose, this sense of I have to give back to humanity. And when I spend money, I'm also spending in that. And that's why I love the brand. It's more than a brand, like I said. It's a philosophy, it's a concept, it's a way of life, it's a way of giving back to the community. And it's something that I really, really appreciate, outside, of course, of the beauty of the brand.
Thank you, Haita. Thank you so much. You've shared a lot, and it's all very meaningful. That's why we're here today. That's why we are all gathered here as part of this program today, this show, because we value what Aji Daffeh does, and we believe in her philanthropic work. And I know that you have contributed a lot, not towards the brand or towards a business, but even in the collection and, like you stated, in a global vision, in something that will help other people, that will help in areas that we may not normally think about, like autism. Those are maybe areas that people don't usually support in or are not even aware of. But IG finds that unique place to contribute, that unique place to make an impact. So, Haita, what contribution specifically have you made to the brand? Your pictures look fabulous.
I think by just supporting the brand, and also supporting through ideas, just running through things with her, joining her when she wants to do a talk on Facebook. She always invite me, my partner in crime. So I think, and just talking through her, the challenges she's going with sometimes, her employees, discussing it with me, for me to give her advice on how she should deal with it. So I think just the regular friend-to-friend talk that we would have about the brand and how we can improve it, and how we can improve working relationship with the employees, which is sometimes kind of challenging.
Thank you so much, Haita Silla. We appreciate you. Keep looking beautiful. Keep looking radiant. Keep supporting the brand. Keep taking those photos and sharing them. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being here and gracing this wonderful, auspicious occasion of the unveiling and the launching of the Hope Collection. Thank you, Haita.
Thank you, Dr. Margaret.
Mariam Aloha. Mariam, you are an entrepreneur, and you are also, you have vast experience in the financial industry, services industry. And when I think about people in the financial services industry, I know that you calculate every penny and every dime and every butut and every sefa. You just don't spend it like that. So great. So what inspires you about this unique brand?
First of all, let me say thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Aji, for inviting me to be a member of this wonderful panel that would, by the grace of God, have a larger social impact. What inspires me about the Aji Daffeh brand? I'll tell you a quick story. Kumba was my friend before I even knew that she had a twin. We were partners in crime in San Francisco way back. So I remember there was a day I was showing her some pictures of clothes. I know I mentioned in my bio that I'm a couture collector. You do not want to know how much damage I have done. I'll just keep it like that. A secret between me and my Lord.
We'll let you.
So I showed her some nice clothes. When I say couture, I mean runway pieces. And she said, why are you wasting your money on all these designers? Just have Aji make something for you. I said, oh, okay. And around that time, she had just returned from Senegal, and she brought some pieces. I'm like, Aji made this? Oh my God. So I had a trip planned. I went myself. I went to Senegal. I left from the US. I went to Senegal. And the one thing that just amazing about Aji is her hospitality. When she welcomes you with open arms. You are the only person in her universe at the time of the consultation. Nothing else matters. And that makes you feel good. You haven't even gotten to the point where you're telling her what you want, but she's already treating you like You're the center of her world.
Right.
And it's a wonderful feeling. She sits down with you. She listens to what your vision of this, whatever it is you want. So there's an event coming up and I want this particular outfit. And you have something in your mind. Aji has something she's conjuring up as you're telling her. And then she goes through the process of showing you what she thinks would work for you. That's one step. And then she brings you in for the fitting to say, okay, let me see where we need to nip and tuck, and everything hits you in just the right places.
Right.
She pays attention to the finest details, from the threads that she chooses, to the color combinations, to even the embellishments. There's beauty in simplicity. Aji doesn't do things just ostentatiously and loud and obnoxiously, because I know some of us African people, we like that loud stuff, you know, the all over the place stuff. Oh no, she does it with taste, finesse. So that's what Aji is. That's what the Aji Daffeh brand means to me, and not just me. 3 generations. My mother wears Aji Daffeh. Her 70th birthday collection was Aji Daffeh galore. My daughter, my son, I mean, my friends, my family, it's like I'm bringing everybody on board because I really believe in this brand.
Wow.
And as all the other previous panelists have said,
right,
you give Aji your money, you're like, you're not mad at her. You know, sometimes you're giving people money and you're like, do I really want to part with this? No, you are praying for her because you know all the blessings that will come from you giving your money to her to make something. She's feeding families of all the tailors that she hires, the designers, the people that she buys the fabrics from, the accessories, etc., etc. You know, there's a larger ripple effect that is going through the community with every dime you contribute to the Aji Daffeh brand. So that's what Aji Daffeh means to me.
Thank you so much, Mariam. Oh my God, that is so heartwarming. I can't add anything to that. Let me just move on to the next question. How do you feel? You've already shared a little bit about this, but I want you to speak more specifically about this. How do you feel knowing that, like you stated just a few moments ago, that every dime you give to Aji Daffeh, Ajindei, that some of those proceeds go directly to impact not only people, not only her employees' families, not only people around her, but even women's health, because the Hope brand is about women's health. How does that make you feel?
Oh my goodness, that's a wonderful feeling. You know, the older you get, the more mature and responsible you should be. We should not just go through life traversing, waking up and just going through life emotionless and motionlessly. What do I mean by that? Prophet Sallam has told us that each day should be better than the previous day. And how can we amass or expand or increase exponentially the amount of good deeds that we do? We want to generate, when you invest, you want what they call residual, you want to generate residual income from your investment.
That's right.
You want your investment to what? To bear fruit. And that's what every penny you invest in the Aji Daffeh brand does. So how can you plant these seeds of generosity that will germinate and bear fruit? For each person that she hires as a tailor or as a stylist or as a designer or as a model, there's a family that person is supporting. You are getting blessings. Each time somebody puts food in his mouth and is able to feed his child, or is able to fulfill his heart's desires, or is able to accomplish his goals and dreams in life by just investing in Aji, because she's also investing in people who are also investing in their communities and their families. And you see how the rippling effects, you see how the domino effect, in a positive way, of course. So that $1 is generating probably 200% return. I haven't done the calculation yet, but I'm sure I'm not too far off by saying 200% return on your investment. First of all, you know your dollar goes much farther when you're in Africa than when you're spending it here in the United States.
Right.
So of course it makes me feel good. You're getting blessings for helping people provide sustainable livelihood for them and their families. And this is something that will continue for generations and generations and generations. just by supporting a brand like Aji Daffeh. Of course, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that I'm doing my part. I might not be able to have my hands in all the things that I want to accomplish, but by helping her and knowing that she's helping all these other organizations and people, I feel fulfilled, and it's a wonderful feeling.
Thank you so much, Mariam. You have spoken and we have heard. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Thank you so much for the little reminders that when we support a business, we may not know what the business is, who the business is supporting behind the scenes. So thank you for that. And we will keep supporting the Aji Daffeh brand.
By the way, I'm wearing an Aji Daffeh brand today, so.
All right. And you look beautiful in it. You look radiant.
Thank you.
I can see some of those details that you talked about. That's who Aji is. Thank you so much and keep supporting. We appreciate you for coming and sharing your testimonial.
Thank you very much for having me.
Wow, wow, wow. We are getting close. We are getting very close. Stay close to your gadget. Don't go anywhere. We are getting close. We are getting close to the launching, the grand event, the launching of the Hope Collection. Don't you go anywhere because we are bringing Yata Sahosala and to share her testimonial and that of her to do. Is Yata in house? Hello, Yata.
Hello, Dr. Ellis. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
You look beautiful. I love your hair. I love your makeup. You are shining. You are
you.
radiant. Thank you so much for being here. Yata, you are an experienced HR professional. You are specialized in talent management, staffing, employee development. You know, this is not everything you do. This is just the highlight because we want to give you an opportunity to talk about the Aji Daffeh brand because you are a believer, you are a brand ambassador, and we want to hear from you. How do you see the brand?
Boy, Aji, let me start by just saying, I've known Aji since when I was a child, and I have always admired her sense of style, and I actually first started wearing her brand in 2011 through my sister Yahadi. And in 2013, I had the opportunity to visit her design studio in Dakar. And I was immediately taken back and obsessed with the collections that I saw in there. When I do wear her brand, I feel stylish, chic, and just ready to conquer the world.
Great. Awesome. So, what has your experience been? Let's just say that you have a huge event coming up, a big wedding, a big occasion, and you walk in this room in your Aji Daffeh brand, in your nice shoes, your makeup, hair all done, and you walk in this room. What is that experience like?
More. So, wearing her brand, I will tell you, it makes me feel feminine, elegant, and innovative. And I feel like when I walk in that room, I own the room. And I could just feel it by the way people look at me, the comments that they make. It just makes me feel really, really special and beautiful.
Awesome, awesome.
So
That's
Aji, I will say she's just a really talented designer, and the bold statement pieces that she makes, it's more so for the fashion world, for the fashion forward, the fabulous, the stand-up women. Aji has a sense of style and elegance, which truly reflects on all of her designs. I love to wear her designs. Like I said, they make me feel feminine and elegant.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. That's a beautiful testimonial. And I understand that Fatundur, who is also another ambassador, cannot make it today. And I understand that she has a testimonial that she wants you to share on her behalf. And we are looking at her pictures and she looks fabulous.
Yes. And before I jump into Fatu's testimonial, I just would like to say that um, Aji has served in several fundraising activities in our communities. And I've really learned to appreciate her generosity that she had extended to GOD, which is the Gambia Association for Autism and Developmental Disabilities. Back in 2018, she collaborated with GOD so that a portion of the sales of her famous tie-dye dresses will be donated to GOD. So every dress that we sell through GOD, a portion of those sales go to our organization. And this is something that she did wholeheartedly. We didn't ask her for it. She just came up to us and said, "Hey, I'd like to help you guys out, and can we work together so we can do this?" And I would like to thank Aji for that.
Thank you. That's awesome. That speaks to her big heart.
Yes.
What does Fatundur have to say?
Fatundur, a lot. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything that she had asked me to say.
Okay.
So this is Fatu. Unfortunately, is not here to join us today, but I'll be reading her testimonial on her behalf. And this is what she has to say. When I think of a woman, I think of love, strength, resilience, perseverance, dignity, confidence, boldness, and beauty. I feel all this when I wear the Aji Daffeh brand. I met Aji back in 2015 through my best friend, and we immediately had a connection. This was back during La Excellence days. I was immediately captivated by her designs, color choices, quality, and versatility of designs and product. She showed great passion when she spoke of the pieces, and the attention to detail is breathtaking. My best friend suggested we do an impromptu trunk show. We put one together within a few hours, and the rest was history. Over the years, I have continued to support the brand, and I'd like to thank Aji for considering me to be part of this event. That's what Fatu had to say.
Thank you so much, Fatu. Wherever you are, we send our love, we send our appreciation. We thank you so much. Thank you, Yata, for continue
Thank you, Dr.
supporting.
Thank you.
Continue doing what you're doing, standing with Aji, and believing in what she does, and appreciating her and encouraging her to keep supporting all this organization that she's contributing in. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Aji, for inviting me on this platform. And thank you, Dr. Ellis.
Thank you. We have two more brand ambassadors to share their testimonials, and then we have the woman of the hour, Aji, to come and share her vision, the purpose of the Hope Collection, and where she's going from here. Nicole and Chilel, they are our last two ambassadors that we have for the platform today, and before we unveil the brand.
Hello, Dr. Margaret. How are you?
I am doing well, Nicole. How are you?
I'm well.
Thank you for being, you are glowing. Thank you for being.
It might be a bit of sweat. It's hot. It's very hot in New York.
But it's a beautiful glow. That's what I saw.
Oh, thank you.
Nicole, you are the founder of Nicole J. Coward PLLC. Mm-hmm. And in your law practice, you serve a global clientele that includes enterprises, corporations, individuals. And by the way, you look fabulous in those pieces.
Thank you.
And you are also a brand ambassador of the Daffeh brand. So Nicole, when you are in an Daffeh brand and in your practice dealing with all these clients, going from building to building, or from state to state, or from nation to nation, and you are in the Daffeh brand and someone gives you a compliment, how do you respond?
With a thank you and a pose. I think it's, well, first, before I begin, thank you very much for having me. I thank Aji for letting me be a part of this collective of sisters, of women, throughout the world doing something. And I think I have a very specific example of a very specific memory. The first time I visited Aji's shop, she had me try on so many different clothes. And I remember thinking some of the things I wouldn't have any ability to wear them. I wouldn't have the confidence to do it. I wouldn't know, but yet she was able to just put me in things that just made me shine. And I left her store with one particular dress, and she says, you're gonna leave, you're gonna walk into that room and everybody is going to know who you are. And I think that's how I feel when I wear her clothes. And it's a different feeling for me because by nature, and I guess by profession, I'm used to being in the background and wanting to be in the background. But what Aji's clothes do for me is they let me walk into a room and sort of the brand speaks for me. It speaks to the type of person I am, which, going back to Aji, is the type of person she is. We share, a similar vision, similar values. We share a love of sisterhood, of sisters. I met her. I have not gotten a chance to meet her twin in person, but I've heard so much about her, and through listening to her love for her, it's what I was able to experience just in a small amount. So when I do get compliments on my Aji Daffeh clothes, which are all the time, it's a compliment to her and her humanity.
Great. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. I think I'm going to take that one away. Today, if anyone asks me, what are you wearing, I'll pose.
Yes.
Nicole, there are a plethora of designers and choices that you can wear. And you've talked about what you like about the Aji Daffeh brand, but specifically, why did you settle for this brand instead of the suit, the black suit in the mini skirt and the white shirt?
Well, I think for at the beginning of my practice, I worked for much more corporate environments, and that's when I would have the suits, and I would be the attorney who would, I'd have a very plain suit, but there'd be some great heels or a very nice accessory. So I always had a little bit of creativity that I wanted to show. And now, in having my own practice, again, my clients pick me because of who I am. And so when I pick a brand to wear, it has to reflect a part of me. And Africa is a part of me, color is a part of me, femininity is a part of me. So that's why I would pick, and why I do pick Aji's clothes, because there are many choices out there and many boring choices, but the brand has to say something about me as a person, again, because I represent myself, my family, and my beliefs, but I also represent Aji and her brand and when I go out through the world. So yes.
Thank you, Nicole. Sometimes the Aji Daffeh brand doesn't only make you look good, but it tells a part of your story.
Absolutely.
It reveals the inner side of Nicole that can be seen in what Nicole wears. Thank you so much, Nicole, and continue supporting the brand. We have some perks, so stick around and continue walking the journey. I'm sure Aji appreciates you. Thank you, Nicole. Chilel, welcome. I love that hair.
Thank you.
Chilel, you have over 17. Great. You have over 17 years of experience in the financial industry. And besides you being a mother, being a wife and a friend, you also support African women entrepreneurs. And your friend, Aji Daffeh, happens to be one of those women that you support by being a brand ambassador of the Aji Daffeh brand. Chilel, why the Aji Daffeh brand?
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Well, for me, I believe that style it's a reflection of your attitude and your personality. And I believe that Aji does a good job at bringing that out for me. Aji Daffeh's close to me. It's like a good meal. I go really hard. She does a really good job at bringing my personality out. I like so there's a difference between style and fashion quality. So I like the fact that her clothes, I like the quality, I like how it looks on me, I like, my husband likes it on me, and that's the big plus. And it makes me feel good.
Great. Thank you so much, Chilel. And what is the greatest feeling that you have when you are in the Ajidafe brand?
Well, it makes me feel like a woman. It makes me feel elegant. It makes me feel chic. It's flattering. It's gorgeous, well made, which is very important to me. I do take big pride in her clothes. She takes her time. She makes sure that it fits right. Just when she's measuring you, you will see the passion in how she takes her time and how patient she is to just to take the measurement. And just imagine that patient and that effort in just the measuring stage. So the clothes comes out always really beautiful. I just love her brand.
Thank
I
you,
think I
Chilel.
spent too much actually on the brand.
That's your friend. So what else, Chilel, would you have to say about your friend? Your friend and designer.
Well, so Aji and I kind of grew up. We knew each other. We were friends since we were little. So we were actually our dads were close friends. We actually share a fence in Gambia. I live in Primate and they live in Perseverance. So I've known her for like a long time. I actually got introduced to her brand by a really good sister of mine and a friend and everything, Yata Saho and Yahadi Saho. So that's how I came about wearing her clothes. I am not the one to kind of go to hails, weddings, and all that stuff. So it's always hard for me to kind of spend money on a fabric or on a textile or anything. But with her clothes, I wear it everywhere. I wear it to the mall. I wear it to go visit people. I wear it I wear it everywhere, and I get compliments all the time. So yeah, she is actually a really good person, good-hearted, um, hardworking, very giving, um, and I just love her.
Thank you so much, Chilel. Thank you for supporting Ajidafe, your friend, and the Ajidafe
Yes.
brand, and subsequently the Hope Collection. Thank you for believing in her work. Thank you for believing in the vision. And we will see what else Ajidafe will come up with, because it seems like she's got her hands in so many places and she's not stopping anytime soon. So we'll just keep supporting and pushing her so she can fulfill destiny. Thank you so much, Chilel. Thank you for being here. And you're welcome. You're welcome. We are now getting ready for the grand launching. We are getting ready for the grand launching. But before we do, for those of you that have been with us and you are great supporters of Ajidafe and the Ajidafe brand, we have a perk for you. Today, for all of you watching, I am offering from our business, Coaches of Influence, I am offering a free consultation. This consultation is a $75 value. And I'm offering that free consultation to the first 25 people that will send a message in this chat or send a message directly to us through our business. And you will receive a free consultation from Coaches of Influence in either life coaching, business, leadership, relationship, or personal. So this is a $75 value, but you are getting it free. free consultation. You can send an email to drellis@coachesofinfluence.net, or you can visit our website and send us a message from there. Free consultation to all of you viewers. This is a gift that Coaches of Influence is giving to the Aji Daffeh brand. We support what she does. We love what she does. We believe in her vision, and we would like to continue to serve the people that Aji cares about. All of you viewers here, she loves you. She cares about you. So we are offering you a free consultation for either leadership, life, business, personal, or life coaching. So send a message in the chat or send us an email. Thank you. And now we are ready for the grand launching. And we will invite Aji Daffeh's twin sister, Aji Kumba Daffeh, to share a little bit about Aji, a little bit more than what she's already shared, before we invite Aji, the woman of the hour, to the platform. Aji Kumba, welcome. And
we got
about your sister.
Drum rolls pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know, I am so proud of this woman. I'm proud of her tenacity. I am proud of the hope that she represents for so many people, the audacity she has. I mean, this woman, her design, the time that she takes, and all of you, I'm saying thank you so much for the testimonies and every beautiful things that you've said about her. There's so much that we cannot say here. Just the woman is a force. The woman she's crazy. The woman is an artist. The woman represents everything that is about sisterhood and supporting women. She is a fighter. She is somebody who fights for women. She had fought for so many women that are battling cancer. I mean, I hear her all the time. She has been here with me in lockdown. I cannot tell you how many women she has spoken to for the last 1 week and counseling them, telling them they have to fight. They have to fight, giving them hope. I mean, this hope collection doesn't only represent hope in clothes. This woman, every single day of her life, I am telling you, sometimes I have to my ears are just talking about, you know, some of those people that are so contagious. All she talks about is like, you have to fight, you have to fight. She's telling these women that are fighting for cancer, she's telling them they have to fight. And she's with them on the phone for hours and hours and hours, calling them, telling them, what did you do today? Did you fight? You have to fight. Your doctor's appointment. She will set up the doctor's appointments for them. She will set up the contacts. She will call the doctors. This Hope Collection means a lot, because 50% of the proceeds of this collection goes into helping women who are finding it very, very difficult to get treated for their cancer in Senegal. And currently there are 2 women that that have stopped the treatment. And Aji, through this Hope Collection, wants to give them hope. So we unveil the Hope Collection, the woman of the hour, my twin sister, my love, the wind beneath my wings. This woman, she's going to be, if I'm not here anymore, she's the one who will take care of my children. This woman represents me. This woman speaks for me. This woman speaks for so many women. She's about audacity. She regenerates. Aji Daffeh brand, the Hope Collection.
Thank you so much, Kumba. We are ready. We cannot wait. We are excited. We've been waiting. We've been waiting for this moment. We've been waiting for this hour. And we are going to begin with, producer, please, can you give us a sneak peek of this collection? Yes. Just give us a sneak peek of this collection as we prepare to bring Aji to the stage. Wow, wow, wow. I am inspired. I'm envisioning and imagining as I watch, seeing myself in some of those outfits and posing. This is beautiful. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is gorgeous. This is perfection as at its peak. And I cannot wait to get Ajinde Daffeh here. Ajinde, we are all waiting for you. We are all ready to see you, to hear from you, and to learn what we need to do. The red carpet is laid. Aji, welcome. Good to see you. If you are watching, if you are one of our viewers, I know we have a lot of viewers right now. Send Aji a thumbs up, send a high five, send a message, send a heart, send a thank you, send an encouragement. Where are you, ladies? Where are you, gentlemen? Where are you from all over the globe? We would like to see your messages, your hearts. Are you not amazed by this woman? Are you not inspired? Are you not uplifted by this woman today and her work? Come on, come on. Let's see those hearts. Let's see them. Nadia, keep posting them. Keep posting them. Our Mary, thank you. Our Mary says she loves them all. Congratulations, Aji. This is the woman, Fatimata Joma Kamara. Thank you. And let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Wow. Fatu Joma says, wow. That's all we can say. Fatu Job says she loves the collection. Awesome. Let's keep going. Sajan Dur says, beautiful. Come on, people. Come on, come on, come on. As Aji is gearing up to start talking to us. Come on, so chic and elegant. That's what Fatu Job says. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Ajinde. And Fatimata Joma says, Rafetna. Rafetna Taruna. Jongena. Woo! Wow. I want one of those. I want the black and white one, Aji. I've already made my pick.
I want the black one. The black sexy one. the sexy one.
All right, so great. Thank you so much. And Aji Daffeh, Ajinde Daffeh, you are the personality. You are the woman. You are this woman behind the Aji Daffeh brand. But before we allow you to speak, I think that we'll give Kumba another moment. You know, this lady will never get enough of you. She can never speak enough of you. So I just feel that she has one more thing to say, or a couple more things to say. Kumba, do you have anything to say before we draw the curtains? Do you have any more things to say?
You know, Margaret Ellis, you're just terrible. You're gonna make me cry now, and I now I am seeing her, and I want to cry. Um, I love you, Aji, and you know, you are you're just amazing. You're amazing, and you've worked so hard, and you continue to work so hard. You continue to fight. You know, you continue to represent so many disenfranchised people, women, and you are always rooting for them. I mean, I remember there's so many times that you call me at night, Kumba, you have to do this for this person, you have to do that for this person. This woman, she's the one who just almost has the stick and always telling me you have to do this for this person and you have to do this for that person. And thank you for always representing strength. And you sometimes you need more the strength, but you give it to everybody else. And this hope that you're going to be creating for so many women. And I know in our community, it is really hard to work in our community. It is really hard to work in our community. The people who work in our community can attest to these things. You'll be helping people in our community, and in turn, they'll be doing things and saying things to you. And sometimes I watch how much you advocate, how much you push for people, how much you push to make things happen, and things are being said, and you shove it off, and you just continue to step. You don't continue to step. I am telling you, for people who stood up for stand up for our community, it is hardest thing to do because you're not celebrated. For people who stand up for our communities, you are not acknowledged. You are actually pushed and brushed on the side. And there's so many of them that Aji represents. There's so many people who stands up for our community that Aji really represents today. And she has taken it lying down. She has taken it sitting down. She has taken it standing up. And she took it any way, anyhow possible, even with sometimes a lack of support of the people that really support our community. But this woman kept on forging on. She kept on moving on. She kept on making it happen because it is not about people. It is about God. It is about something that's ordained in you. Whether people acknowledge or they don't acknowledge, whether they accept or they don't accept, you do it because every single day you wake up, this is what you do, this is what you represent. Thank you for what you do for humanity. Thank you for what you do for the sick. Thank you for what you do for the sick. You do so much for women who are actually at the last stage of their lives. I've watched women die on your arms. I've watched women who their families couldn't take care of things in Senegal. I've watched how much you rally in your network to help these women. And you continue to do this with this collection. Thank you, Aji. Thank you for your humanitarian. Thank you for your love for people. Thank you for not giving up on people. Thank you for standing up for what is right. Thank you, even if you have to stand alone. Thank you. Thank you, Aji Daffeh.
Thank you so much, Kumba. Aji Daffeh, this is the moment, this is the hour, this is the reason we are all gathered here today to unveil the Hope Collection. And this is a branch of what you do in the with the Aji Daffeh brand. Aji, a lot of people have spoken already, so I wouldn't spend time to talk about who you are. I think everyone that's on this platform today with us knows who you are. We know about that you are a social entrepreneur. We all have learned through the many testimonials that through your business and your work, you impact individuals, you impact families, you impact communities. Aji, you are touching nations. You are right here, right now in the USA, and someone in the far east or west or northern hemisphere of this world is watching you and being touched, is watching you and being inspired, is watching you and asking questions, who am I and what am I supposed to do and what should my legacy look like? You know, this is what we are here for. This is what we should be doing. This is what we are called to do. And so we are very thrilled and excited to have you, Aji. And once you get yourself together, I want us to get into the conversation. I am interested, and I know a lot of people are. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. I think you may need to maybe move to Kumba. We cannot hear you.
Hear you.
Yes, we cannot hear you.
Aji, just come upstairs.
So we'll give.
As we are waiting for her to come up, one thing I will tell you: to break through in Senegal, to be a major designer in Senegal, to do the things that she does in Senegal, you have to be exceptional. I am telling you, Senegalese people, you just cannot penetrate their market just like that. So that speaks to this woman, who she is. And this woman designs for some of the most sophisticated people around the world, not only in Senegal, around the world. She breaks through in Senegal. She breaks through in everything that she's doing because quality, excellence is all she cares about. So as she's walking up into, the stairs and coming up here, this woman deserves this walk. And that's, take the walk, girl. Take the walk, girl. Where is she? Take the walk, girl. Come here. That's my girl. She's my crazy girl, but she's my girl. Come. Come, that's my girl. I love you. I need to hug you. Come. Oh. Come. There you go.
Welcome, Ajinde Daffeh of the Aji Daffeh brand, the lady of the hour, the humanitarian, the woman who loves people genuinely. We love you and we appreciate you. And we want to get right into the conversation because we've all been waiting for this moment. And we want to begin by just asking you, there are so many things you could have done. You lived in the US, you lived in Senegal, you were born and raised in Gambia. Why design? Why lifestyle? Why not a doctor? Why not a lawyer? Why not a teacher? But why design and lifestyle?
First and foremost, I'm just lost for words. And you see, I'm shaking. I'm lost for words. And I'm humbled. And I don't think I'm going to have to say much today. I wouldn't, I'm not going to say much today. But I live in gratitude. And I always say that pride has a texture, and I can definitely feel it right now. To listen to people give personal testimony about my journey, my work, and hear them talk about the brand, it's just gratifying. Because I didn't choose this work. I think this work chose me. And God made it my destiny and part of my journey. And I believe that God gave me this platform so I can do design to make an impact in the life of others. And before I talk about the collection, you asked me a very relevant question, which is why design? You see, my grandfather, his name is Alaji Aliu Jang. He was the biggest importer of textiles, English wax, lace, and among few fabric called Cafe then. It was called Cafe, but it's like wax, it's like Fanti. So he was the sole importer of that. And I remember when I was 5 years, when I was 5, when we were babies, my mom used to take, when we were babies, my mom used to take me to my grandmother had a fabric store.
Mm-hmm.
So she would take us there, and we will be crawling in the fabrics, around the fabrics. And I think I grew up around fabric. And a lot of people that don't know why maybe I'm in this, and everybody that has been to my house, every corner is surrounded by fabric. And I joke about it, like this is the story of my life. I've always been surrounded by fabric. So I have been doing this for over 26 years. I started out going back to the Gambia and finding people to do the work so I can bring it to the US to sell. And I used to travel I was very young. I used to travel to different parts of the world to go scout for fabrics, and I still do. My passion for this is endless, and my hours are crazy because I go to bed at 4 a.m. in the morning. I start my day, and when I go to work and go to bed at 4 a.m. because I start work at midnight most of the time because that's when it's quiet, and it gives me the opportunity to focus, and that's where my creative senses come into play. Yes, you had asked me to put together a biography of who I am, but I couldn't because the focus is not about me. The focus is about the brand. But yes, I went to FIT and I have a degree in fashion design and merchandising. Because as Pap said yesterday, if you're going to be in this business and you're going to do it right, you have to know the inside out of the business. But that's all I'm going to talk about that, because it is not about me. It's about the clothes. It's about the ideology behind the brand.
That's
and
right.
As a social entrepreneur, we use the brand as a bench strength, as a platform to do what's right, regardless of who's watching, and reaching out and touching lives and hearts to make this world a better place. And that would be our legacy. If I am asked what would I like to be remembered for, it would not be because I made beautiful clothes. It's because I was able to reach out and touch people's lives and hearts, or I've left this world better than I found it. So I guess that's why God chose me to do his work for him. And that's why he brings the best of people from all over the world to come experience the Daffeh brand. It's not because I am great. It's because God placed his hands and his resources in the brand for me to do this work. Yes, I moved to Senegal almost 15 years ago. And this is the path that God wanted me to do. And when I arrived to Senegal, and let me tell you, it was not easy. And I want to tell the young people that are out there trying to break through, it took me a good 2 years to settle in Senegal. Because I didn't know anybody in Dakar. I didn't go to school there. I didn't have any network. I just had a vision. And people were telling me, are you crazy to move back to Senegal? The market is very saturated. You're not going to make it. But I laughed to that because I had a vision. And yes, we got to Senegal. We were different. And it took a while to sell the idea. And today I'm happy to say that the Daffeh brand designs for some of the most powerful men and women of Africa and around the world. So to hear the brand ambassadors makes those testimonies about the brand and about me. But what they left out was she's not easy to deal with. She's an artist. Her patience is very limited. And she's outspoken. And these are some of the things that they've left out. And could also be that she's in her own world, because design makes you do that. People think sometimes they think you're crazy, maybe in a good way, but it's just that when you are in design, people don't see me a lot in places or in events because we're so busy. This work there's nothing glamorous about this work. I can be in my studio in my house, because I have a studio in my house as well. I can be there for 3 months without leaving the house. And that's how tedious this business is. So that's why sometimes the clients tell me it seems like you're in your own world. And sometimes they think I am not listening. I'm listening, I hear you.
because I am just in my own cocoon, and that's what it is. That's what it's all about. I'm always not the most easiest person to deal with because I'm an artist, and I lose my thread of thought in a quick second, or I get bored in a quick second, or I'm hasty in a quick second. It is because that's the life and story of an artist. So, Margaret Ellis, I thank you very much for gracing this platform and being a life coach for me for the past month, and especially this past week. Because as artists, when we focus on the work, nothing else matters. Sometimes we have mental block and we can't write. And you were very patient with me to creating this platform. And Nadia, I would never go anywhere without you anymore. You've really supported the sisters keepers that you swear by, you live by, and that's the name of your organization. It really tells who you are, because that's who you are. You are your sisters keepers. And to everybody that came here today, I thank you very much. I thank you for your solidarity. I thank you for your support. The Aji Daffeh brand could not have done it without your support, your commitment to the causes that are important to me. Because you all, whenever I call you, you guys all answer the call, from the prisons to the sick patients. Because I use my clients to make this impact. Because that's the only platform I have, that's the only people I know, and that's the only people I see. And Ajukumba, I am not going to say anything about you. You know how I feel about you. May Allah bless you. May Allah continue your journey, and may Allah protect. And this wisdom that you have, may Allah continue to nurture it. And may He give you long life, prosperity, and tranquility. To Muna Jallo, I say thank you. She was the amazing model that showcased the outfit. When I called her to the task, she did it wholeheartedly. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. This is what it's all about. It's about breaking barriers. It's about collaboration. It's about doing what's right, regardless of the circumstances and the situation. It's about embracing ideas and thoughts. And Margaret, I think that should answer all your questions.
That's
right. Any other questions? And this collection, the Hope collection, this collection was actually, this is not the first time people are seeing it. It was rolled out, but we are properly putting the book together for people to appreciate it, to support it, because as we speak, we have 2 Gambian women that are in Senegal that are seeking treatment for cancer. And as Tata Jara mentioned earlier, the treatment of cancer is really expensive. So I would like to dedicate this collection, this Hope collection, to those 2 women, because I cannot name their names, because when people go through treatment, we have to respect their dignity and respect their privacy as well. So if you buy this collection, know that when you wear this, any one of these pieces, know that you're making an impact in the lives of women who are not expecting to really continue on their treatment, but we will give them hope. This Hope Collection has been launching for years now, and it will continue to launch every single year to support these causes that are important to me. And a question was, I just saw a question on this thread, and someone asked, how do you buy? If you're interested in any one of these pieces, tag it. I will put these pictures up on the Aji Daffeh brand platform, on the page. You can tag it and we'll sell it to the highest bidder. I will put a price tag on it. And if anybody sees it fit that they want to pay more than is actually stated there because they want to support the journey of these brave warriors to become survivors, we can make that happen too. And Dr. Margaret, yesterday we had this young lady here with us yesterday, some of us that were on this panel. We are on a journey to raise funds for her to buy this camera and set up her studio. If anybody on this panel, if also we will put the link to the Zelle account. Let's help this young lady. And Margaret Ellis, you will have the opportunity to talk about this young lady. And I want to keep it that way. And I don't think I can say anything about myself because it's everybody have said everything that they wanted. And I thank Mam Jara Tata Mam Jara Gekebe for always being there. I am not in Senegal. There are lots of Gambians that are currently in Senegal seeking treatment. I am not there. She stands in my place to support these women in their appointments, in their treatments, in counseling. So thank you, Tata Mam Jara Kebe, for being that support. I thank Chilil, I thank Yeta, I thank Fatou, I thank Mariam, Aloha, I thank Chilil, I think I've mentioned, I thank Nicole for coming out to talk about their experiences with the brand. And I thank Nyang Jai. I thank Dr. Hadija Seka. I thank Halil. I thank Mariam Gai, who's a sister to me, who has done amazing things. I'm so proud to call her my baby sister and to bring her along in this journey, because this journey is ours. And I thank Halil for the commitment and the work that we are going to start to do with these youths from yesterday's platform. I thank Baba Papjan for answering the call yesterday and stepping up. We will be creating a coalition to come together to really do something to build our legacy, because together we can, and together we are stronger. And today just was a special moment for me, and I don't know if I've missed. And I thank Nadia, who is actually now going to be my sort of she's going to be part of the Aji Daffeh brand. In the next few weeks or so, we are relaunching and rebranding and refocusing the Aji Daffeh brand. Did I miss anybody? Because I'm a bit emotional. Before we leave, I wanted to, if Nadia, you can make that possible for me, if we can. And I would like to thank my daughter, Fatima, who did the graphic design, so who did an amazing work. all the post-its that you saw out there. She did them. She made them with pride to support her mom through this journey. So Fatima, I thank you. Voila. And I wanted to, because I believe in showcasing people's work. And I hope we can bring back, before we wrap up, I want to bring back Halil. I want to bring back Mariam Gai. I want to bring back Daffeh before we wrap up. So can we have, Nadia, can you make that happen? If we can bring Halil back, Daffeh, and Mariam Gai of the Nene brand. And while we wait for that, I will pass it on back. I'll pass it back to you, Dr. Margaret Ellis. And I would like to also thank my dear friend, Haita Silla. She's my sister. She's my partner in crime. And I just leave it at that, because that woman is part of me. So thank you very much, Haita, for making me better, for being one of my advisors. Stay blessed and beautiful, my dear.
Thank you so much, Ajinde. Thank you. That was on point. We have heard your heart, your vision. For the vision for this collection is to support women who are in pursuit of cancer treatment. And we've heard the previous speaker, Tata Jara, talk about their struggles. We've heard Ajinde highlight their struggles. As the president of the Cancer League of the Gambia, she's there firsthand, and she knows she sees what they go through. If you want to support the collection, like she's saying, you want to support women, you want to support Aji's vision, you want to support what she's doing, all her philanthropic work. She says she will send her a message on the page, the Aji Daffeh brand page, send her a message, reach out to her, send a message in the chat box, wherever you are listening from, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, and she will walk you through how to bid for the pieces so you can support, because 50% of the proceeds from all the pieces of the Hope Collection go directly towards helping women to cover the cost for their cancer treatment. This is profound. This is powerful. We want all of you to jump on the opportunity.
And before I forget, I also want to thank Mariam Aloa. There's no one like you, my dear. You have grace, you have elegance, you have style, you have panache. And I want to be like you when I grow up. I love you more than you think, more than you can imagine.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. And yesterday, Aji, we had another powerful event, the youth panel.
Can we be able to have Aji come at the same time as well? Aji Yundumbe?
We are trying to get her up, but it's raining, I understand, and she was experiencing power outage. So I don't know if we can still get her on. It's difficult in Gambia. But for those of you who were not with us yesterday, I'll share briefly that we had an awesome panel of a young, talented young people. We had Pap as their mentor and coach for the day, and he shared his entire journey of how he came from Gambia to Hollywood and now designing for celebrities. And we had all the artists, the designers, the singers, the beauty, those in the beauty industry, fashion industry, wellness, and lifestyle. They were all with us yesterday. And one particular young lady, her name is Ajindube Job, and she was born, raised, nurtured, and currently still lives in the Gambia. And she is in the, she has a passion for poetry, painting, and photography. And we saw some of her work yesterday, which we may not be able to feature today, but some of her work we did see yesterday. And Aji, because she's a philanthropist, that's what she does. When she heard her story, she saw her work, she was moved to begin a fundraising for her to raise funds, because Aji has a vision to build a studio and expand her vision to build a studio and continue on with her work. And we started raising the funds yesterday. The information to keep donating is info@coifoundation.org. For PayPal or Zelle, that information will be is on the screen, so you can continue to donate so we can support Ajindumbe Job in the Gambia to get her equipment for her studio and to get her started in her business. Aji, I've just been notified that we have Ida and Mariam ready.
Okay.
I know you wanted to have them on the screen. They are ready. So let us know when you want. There we go. There's Ida and there's Mariam.
Is Halil available, or is he around?
Not yet.
Okay.
There is he.
Okay.
There he is.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to, Margaret. This is a great moment for me because
Hello, Aji.
the fact that we are able to share this platform with my colleagues, because I call them colleagues, people that we are going to try to work together, and for the fact that for the past few days also we've taken so much of their time, but it's valuable time, and it's time that is worth it. So yesterday we heard the panel. I hope we all had the opportunity to watch it. I hope. And Halil, did you watch yesterday's panel?
Yes. I was there, not when it started, but
yeah.
I joined it.
Yeah, because we don't just want to have these platforms and talk and walk away. We've talked today about how we should support Made in Africa. We should support harness talent. We should bring people along with us during this through the process. So we have a big commitment. We have a big responsibility. And thank the designers that, or creators, or people, seasoned individuals in the design and of course in the fashion or the hair and beauty industry in Africa. So the question that what we want to walk away from, and the questions we want to dialogue around, how do we take this to the next level? And I celebrate Mariam's collection. And if Nadia, our producer, can bring back her work, because her handbags are amazing. They do handbags, small leather goods, they do shoes, great accessories, and the quality of the work is just incredible. And it becomes our responsibility to lift each other, to celebrate each other, to talk about each other's work, and to bring it to the world. And as somebody who does clothes, my job is not complete if the job of Ida, hair and beauty, does not come into play. My job is not complete if Mariam's accessories, the handbags, the shoes, the belt, are not complementary to the pieces. So what we do intertwines so much that we have to figure out how do we lift each other. If vis-a-vis, it could be doing shows together, it could be photo shoots together. And that will transcend and take our work to the outside world. And then that's a good start. Because I know we are all doing in our own corner, I yet to see a collaboration that let's say Ida is saying that I'm gonna reach out to Aji because she has these pieces and I want to do this. I want to work with Aji, or for Mariam to say that I know Aji does this. I live in Dakar with Mariam. I've known her since she was younger. We were younger, but we have never reached out to each other to say let's collaborate. Or I know I do this, and I cannot answer to that. And those are things we need to correct. So she came wherever when I was in the Gambia to do shows, I will call her. So I challenge Mariam that it is all of us responsibility to lift each other, and it starts with a few. So many of us have tried to do this. I've seen Halil has done an amazing job in trying to bring them, but the ideas were not the same. And when ideologies do not come together and people do not have the same thought process, it cannot go. So how do we commit to each other that we can walk away from here and show the world that collaboration is key and is possible? And that I want Halil to bench strength on that and tell us why is it important that we need to commit to that. And we're going to put this responsibility on Halil.
No problem. I'll take it. But first of all, you know, when people need to do something together, they need to do it in the right way. In Africa, unfortunately, the business is in the fashion business is not structured.
Mm-hmm.
People are going now. Someone coming from outside and want to invest in Senegal or in Gambia or in Niger or wherever, they don't have a platform they can address that directly. They need to go one by one to see the designers, and that is not the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to lift up everybody in the same time, we need to do things in the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to band together in a structure and plan and have a plan to make it grow. Okay, and then we have to bring people from different backgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
multidisciplinary people, and then it's the main thing to make it grow quickly and push it to another level. If not, Aji will do his thing, her thing. Mariam will do her thing. Ida will do her thing, and then it will stop there. But
Mm-hmm.
what about the legacy? What about Africa? What about us?
Mm-hmm.
And this is important. If you are planning to go further than that, because what we are seeing is that all the brands are coming in Africa. We have seen Naomi Campbell coming here. We have seen many stars coming in Africa, and then going back.
Mm-hmm.
What they were going, why they were here, and then someone asked to Naomi, if I had good memories, that why we don't have Vogue in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she said no. That person asked to her, why you don't bring Vogue to here,
Mm-hmm.
and her answer was clear.
Mm-hmm.
Why we have to bring Vogue here? You
Mm-hmm.
have Africa need to have its own Vogue,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality. We need to create our own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to the world and bring it to the world. So
Mm-hmm.
if not, uh, will be generation and generation, and the thing will be at the same point. So I'm glad that we can talk about it, and I'm glad that people are here from different backgrounds and are trying to make things together for Africa. I'm saying Africa because things are not about Senegalese and Gambian and Nigerian and wherever. No, America is coming to Africa with its 52 country. Why we have to go just Senegalese going to the to the world, or no? For me, it's about binding together and doing things together. And what I can say about that is that we need to start now, and how we are going to start is definitely to do something big for West African, because we cannot reach Africa in the first time, but we can do something for West African in the first time, and something big, not something like, okay, we can go catwalk or something like, no.
No.
Let's do poems. Let's do shows. Let's show to the world that we have something. We are not here for like I don't know, the audience. No, we are players.
Yeah. Yep.
And definitely we have our part on that. We cannot always say that, no, I don't have this, I don't have that, we don't have industry, we don't have X, we don't have X, the government is not helping us. Okay, that's right. But what we are going to do first, we have creativity, we have amazing people, okay? And that's how can I say it? That's what people need to bring in the table first, and then money will come after. Because when we go with a bold project in the world, people will come themselves. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So let's do something. Let's plan something big with us, for us, and with us for first part, and then go with that to the world.
So Ida Faye, after hearing what Halil just said, what is your aha moment in this, and what is your take, and what is your, because we all have to bring each other along. So what is your take on that? Because it's going to take dedication, it's going to take sacrifice, and by the way, Halil, Ida is actually in the Gambia. She's doing amazing work, and this is a great way to network. I would like Ida to also reach out to Halil, because for them to really talk, to have an idea of what Ida does and what her work is, because we want to get Ida. I know that she wants to come to Senegal, and she's amazing. She's been there. She's been to some she's gotten some certification there. Ida, what is your take on what Halil just said?
I think what he said is a really good idea and very fair as well, because like he said, we should always think outside the box, right? So it's all of Africa that we should be talking about at the moment, not just Gambia and Senegal. You know, it can be African, it can be Gambians, it can be Senegalese, it can be Kenyans. You know what I mean? People from Kenya, and just do like a big collaboration. I feel like collaboration is the key to everything, because collaboration brings more marketing for you, brings more doors for you, because his followers and his clients would see your work. And then from there, you would have at least one or two clients. So every collaboration, you have one or two clients, every collaboration. And that's going to bring all of us together at the end of the day, you know? So I feel like I really agree with what he said as well. It's a very good idea.
It starts with a few. Let me tell you. It starts with one person with an idea. It starts and it starts with that person telling it to somebody who is dedicated and passionate about it. It can take two people to spearhead. We can be 4 people or 5 people on this panel. It could end up being only 2 people that will move forward with it, and that's enough. So, Mariam, what is your commitment and what is your take on what I just said? Because I'm putting you on the spot too. Because you guys are the key. We're the key players. We have the right to really start it and have other people follow.
Exactly, Aji. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes,
You
yes.
can hear me? Okay. No, I was saying that together, together we're definitely stronger. So we have to collaborate. We have to do it together. So that we can impose ourselves to the world. Because people are watching us. People are coming to us with the social media and other things. People are actually watching us and they're interested in what we're doing. So if we just get together, we'll be a big force. We'll be stronger, and then we'll be able to move mountains. I mean, you can. I didn't. I did. Every friend can do it by itself, but it's going to take longer. If we're together, it's going to be quicker, and we'll have a bigger impact. So yes, I'm committed. I'm committed to this, and let's do it.
Absolutely. I'm getting messages as we are speaking. Somebody just told me, wrote a big idea that we will share and talk about. It's something coming all the way from Nigeria. People are watching you. People are in this conversation as well. And that's why I wanted to have this dialogue, because they want to know how serious we are if we want to do this to move forward, because we will sell the heck out of our products, but we have to do the work now. We have to really put the time and be the force and be the trailblazers of this fight, for people to say that they did it, we can do it, or let's join this force because these people have tried it. Sometimes it doesn't take a whole 5 groups. It takes 2-3 people to collaborate, to penetrate, and to move the ball forward and break barriers. And there you go. So I wanted to just have this quick dialogue with all of you guys, because for me, this event would not have been the event it needs to be without us really having this dialogue and having this conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And Halil, you're in charge. Call us to make a call to a meeting. We will be there. We are going to get this ball rolling. We're going to get started. And I want, you've watched the program. These kids need mentors. If any one of you feel like you can jump in and support them, like Halil, either wanting to penetrate into Senegal, you can talk to her, you can support her, you can mentor her, you can help her understand the ropes to doing that, because she's talented, and she can do it. And when you're talented, you can go anywhere around the world and be successful.
No problem. I'm fine with that. And then I have already working with a Gambian whose name is Eva Drame, because I had a show, and then she was in charge of the makeup. So no problem. Okay. And then before we go to Dr. Margaret, I think that the first thing you have to do is that between you 3 creatives, that you can do a co-branding and do something first, and then people can you can launch a collection together. Okay. And then after that, people will see that we are doing things together. Okay. So it's your first it's the first point
Task.
for you you all, and then we can elaborate something together, and then find some other plans that can involve everybody.
Maria, what do you think about that? Mariam? It's Mariam there? I am in. I'm in. Ida?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
get it.
definitely in. You can do the outfits, I can do the hair, the makeup, and Mariam could
I
do the
didn't hear
bags, the
I didn't hear
accessories.
much about what he just said. I was
Yeah.
losing. Yeah. I didn't hear what he was saying.
Halil, can you
J'entends.
repeat that?
I'm not. J'entends plus.
Okay.
And
I
Dr. Mag,
was.
It's cutting out.
this is what we wanted to walk away with, for us to really know that that is the next step for us, not just to come on this platform and talk and go back to our own corners.
Awesome.
Halil, can you repeat what you just said, because I think Mariam didn't hear you.
Okay, Mariam, I was saying that as we said before, we are not here to talk and then go away. The first thing we need to do is that you, Kumba, and Ida, and the girls of yesterday who were the photographer, you can band together and do a co-branding and do a collection. The first one together. You can do the accessories. She can do the clothes, and Ida will do the makeup. Do you think it's possible?
Okay, we lost Mariam. So we can
Okay.
have this conversation.
Go.
We'll continue to have this conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
thank you very much, everyone, and Dr. Margaret, we give it back to you. And it's just, I am so honored and I'm humbled to share this platform with all of you. Dr. Margaret, it's all yours now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you so much, Daffeh Brandt, for hosting such an event. Thank you, my sister's keeper, Nadia, our producer, our able producer. Thank you so much, everyone watching. The links will be shared. Please continue to donate. coifoundation.org. The code is IG. Please donate for Ajinube, and also reach out to Daffeh so you can get some of those pieces of the collection and support the Hope collections. And remember that I am offering free consultation to the first 25 people that will send an email to drellis@coachesofinfluence.net. Free consultation for business, life, leadership, and personal coaching. Thank you so much, Nadia. We can close now with another peak show of the pieces, the Hope collection. And thank you all for watching.
you.